San Antonio Spurs Radio Network.
Your San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Finals. Brought to you by Methodist Healthcare, serving humanity to honor God. Frost Bank, exactly what you unexpected. The official bank of the San Antonio Spurs.
For a 6th NBA championship.
Yes, sir.
Tip-off for the Spurs.
All right, here we go. Here's the opening tip.
Your San Antonio Spurs.
And now, the voice of your San Antonio Spurs, Dan Weiss.
That is yet to blink in the face of adversity throughout these playoffs. Another challenge awaits tonight as the Spurs look to even up this best-of-7 NBA Finals against the New York Knicks. A pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome back inside the Frost Bank Center alongside Sean Elliott. Dan Weiss upstairs in the broadcast booth. As always, it's great to have you with us. Sean, you know, I love how the Spurs took accountability from top to bottom across the lineup the other night after losing game 1 by 10. They simply believed that if they were just better in their own right, they would have walked out of here with a game 1 win.
No, they were right there with 90 seconds to play, right? And then you make a few defensive errors. You don't get very many good shots there coming down the stretch, and the Knicks experience really won out in that one where they executed. They got themselves to the foul line. They made shots. Our guys are going to look, I'm sure they looked at the last 3 or 4 minutes of that game, maybe watch the entire fourth quarter to see where they could improve. But our guys are right there, even though they didn't play their best.
You know, it has always been said, particularly in this era of NBA basketball, that it is a make-or-miss league. And when you shoot 36% from the field and 25% from behind the line, which are your worst numbers across the board this season,
right,
it's going to be tough to win most nights. So the fact that they were in it with 90 seconds left to play says a lot here going into game number 2.
Yeah, so that gives you a lot of hope because you know you can play much better basketball. And there were a few shots there, Dan, where I got really quiet on the air, and you know what that means. I was not pleased with their shot selection. I thought they rushed a few shots throughout the course of the game, especially when you have a lead. That's when you got to be more demonstrative. You got to execute and be even sharper to try to get a 13 or 14-point lead up to 17 or 18.
We've had so many superlatives when it comes to Victor Wembanyama. I'm starting to run out of superlatives talking about the young 20-year-old Dylan Harper and the poise and maturity that man plays with on the biggest stage of his life.
I've run out. Run out of superlatives. I mean, I thought when watching him the first 5 games of the season, I said, okay, he's a superstar. Then I watched 10 games. I said, okay, he's a super-duper star. He defends. He's bigger, again, than you think he is. He uses his body so well. There were so many times this season, Dan, that he dominated other veteran players, even all NBA guards out there, where he had his way with them. So I believe that he's going to stay out there on the floor a little bit longer, especially if he plays the way he did in game 1.
Speaking of superstars, Jalen Brunson now with 144 points in the clutch in the NBA playoffs. Going back to 2023, there's a reason they call him Captain Clutch in New York.
Really commanded the game down the stretch, found his spots, and I thought the Knicks did a great job using the high screens to get the matchups that they wanted for him, where he could exploit them, hit his little step backs, or get all the way to the rim.
We've seen this team growing up before our eyes. This is another opportunity for them to answer the bell here tonight.
Hey, they had 2 elimination games, game 6 and 7 in that last series. Won them both, really executed well. This is pretty much a do-or-die game. You don't want to go into MSG down 0-2. I believe our guys will come out and perform.
All right, the NBA Finals continue next. This is Spurs Radio.
Looking for an opportunity to grow in the insurance industry? AHIA is recruiting motivated health insurance agents who want to build a successful career helping families find the coverage they need. Whether you're already licensed or looking to get started, our team provides the support, training, and tools to help you succeed.
Interested in joining their team or learning more about your coverage options? Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit ahiabenefits.com today.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
Nothing compares to catching your San Antonio Spurs live. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Spurs and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you were there live. So put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs.
Stay connected to your Spurs family. Download and sign in to the official Spurs app presented by Frost. Scores, highlights, or stats, no problem. Tap into every game night with the digital arena presented by Ledger. From chats to trivia, climb the leaderboard for real prizes on game nights.
Come the Spurs 2-on-1.
Stay close to every play, every moment. Download free in your app store or visit spurs.com/app. Season presented by HEB.
From the Spurs Met Center, I'm Carl Schoening. Spurs and Knicks moments away from tipping off the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio for Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Tonight's marquee matchup is Victor Wembanyama versus Jalen Brunson. Both stars came to play in Game 1 and led their teams in scoring. With their eyes on the prize of victory and the advantages that come with it, the Spurs and the Knicks will look to their primary offensive forces to lead them to a win tonight. When we come back, Dan Weiss will have your starting lineups and tip-off between the Spurs and the Knicks in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Severe stomach cramps, trouble breathing, back pain? Don't diagnose yourself. For emergency medical care, leave it to the experts at one of our Methodist Healthcare ER locations. When it's an emergency, count on our trusted care teams and convenient locations. Our ERs offer high-quality emergency care 24/7. Choose emergency medical care wisely. Choose Methodist Healthcare. Find a location near you at sahealth.com/ER.
Welcome back inside the Frost Bank Center. The lights are out. The Spurs are being introduced. It's game number 2 of the NBA Finals as the Spurs look to even up this series at a game apiece. We bring you starting lineups tonight, beginning with the Spurs. 12-7 now in these playoffs. 6-4 here inside the Frost Bank Center following their Game 1 loss on Wednesday. Same starting 5 for Mitch Johnson. The group that's gone 10-6. As a 5 in these playoffs. At one guard, De'Aaron Fox, 6'3", 190 in his 9th year out of Kentucky, averaging 15 points, just under 6 assists in these playoffs. Alongside Stephon Castle, 6'6", 220 in his 2nd year out of UConn, averaging 19 points, 6.5 assists, 5 rebounds in the postseason. In the front court, Julian Champagnie, 6'7", 215 in his 4th year out of St. John's, averaging 11 points, 6 rebounds in the playoffs, alongside Devin Vassell, 6'5", 205 in his 6th year out of Florida State, averaging 12 points, 5 boards in the postseason. The man in the middle is Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", 240 in his 3rd year from France, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 3.5 blocks in these NBA playoffs. Mitch Johnson, the head coach for the Spurs. The New York Knicks have gone 13-2 in the postseason. 7-1 on the road. They have won 12 in a row. Tied for the 2nd longest winning streak in NBA playoff history. At one guard, Jalen Brunson, 6'2", 208 to Xavier from Villanova, averaging 27 points, 6 assists in the playoffs. Alongside Mikal Bridges, 6'6", 209 in his 8th season from Villanova, averaging 14 points, 3 boards. In the front court, Josh Hart, 6'4", 222 in his 9th year from Villanova, averaging 10 points, 9 rebounds. Alongside OG Anunoby, 6'7", 245 in his 9th year from Indiana, averaging 19 points, 6 rebounds in the playoffs. And the man in the middle is Karl Anthony Towns, 7 feet, 269 in his 11th year from Kentucky, averaging 17 points and 10 rebounds and 5.5 assists in the postseason. Mike Brown, in his 12th year as a head coach, first year in New York, 63-42 is his all-time playoff record. These are his 8th NBA playoffs. Our officials for tonight's game is assigned by the NBA. Crew chief is Tony Brothers, working his 20th finals game. The referee, Josh Tibbin, working his 11th finals game. And the umpire, Tyler Ford, working his 2nd career NBA final. The alternate, Mitchell Urban. Back in the replay center tonight, Sean Wright. Spurs tonight are in their association whites, silver and black trim, white shirts, white shorts, black letters, black numbers across the back. 6-3 in the association whites in the playoffs, and 25-9 including the regular season. Knicks are in their icon blues, orange and black trim, orange numbers, orange letters across the back. 4-1, the icon blues in these playoffs for the New York Knicks. Sean, the Spurs, even though technically not a must-win, only 5 teams in NBA history have come back from down 2 in an NBA Finals to win, the last being Milwaukee back in 2021 against Phoenix. No team in Finals history has lost the first 2 home games and come back to win a 7-game series.
Right, and so you don't want to test that theory here in these series. So you got to come out and play your very best basketball tonight. You got to pay attention to detail, Dan. That's the biggest thing. Follow the game plan, read the scouting report. I thought that cost us a few times there in the fourth quarter, running out to guys that you shouldn't and leaving wide open shooters that you shouldn't. And so let's see if our guys pay attention to detail tonight. You can't afford to go down 0-2 going in MSG.
Spurs will move left to right across your radio dial here in this opening half. The Knicks will travel right to left from our broadcast location. It is another challenge for this young Spurs team that has answered the bell with every single challenge that has been thrown their way all season long. Josh Tibbin comes to center court to throw it up. Game 2 is underway. And away we go as Victor Wembanyama controls the opening tip, and the Spurs the game's first possession. Alongside Sean Elliott, alongside engineer Sam Walters, statistician Walter Stoops, and Carl Schoening. I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us. Left wing Devin Vassell puts it to the floor, picks up the dribble, back to Victor Wembanyama. Attacking Karl Anthony Towns, drops it underneath. Castle back out top. Vassell for 3. Yes, sir. Great start for the Spurs.
Excellent ball movement. I like the decision by Victor Wembanyama to pull it through, drive early on, suck in the defense, and then the ball movement commences from there.
Because that's where the Spurs are most effective, with Victor going to the basket, opening up those shooters on the wings or above the break.
Yeah, you compress the defense, and that leaves Devin Vassell wide open on the perimeter.
Jalen Brunson lobs it over to Karl Anthony Towns, again matched up by Victor Wembanyama to start. Towns, Wembanyama respecting the three-point shot, 6 on the shot clock, whips it across court and not out of bounds. Brunson saves it. 2 to shoot though. Step back, mid-range jumper, good for Jalen Brunson.
Boy, that turnover written all over it. Jalen Brunson makes something out of nothing.
Brunson had 30 in game number 1. It was his 30th 30-point game of his NBA playoff career. Julian Champagnie turns the corner in the paint, lays it up. No, but he's fouled on the way up, and Champagnie will get a couple of free throws.
Good decision there by Julian. It's obvious that they want to run him off the three-point line after that hot start he had in game 1. They're not going to allow him to get wide open threes on the perimeter. You show the ball to the defender, go all the way to the basket.
Mikal Bridges picks up his first personal foul. Sean, Mitch Johnson talked about how he wanted the Spurs to establish an interior presence in game number 2, and you can already see that here in the first 2 possessions.
Yeah, and it starts with Victor. He's got to make quick decisions with the basketball. I like what he did that first possession. Caught it, immediately drives against Cat, whips it down to Steph Castle underneath, and then, of course, you have Devin Vassell wide open on the perimeter.
Julian Champagnie makes the first free throw. He's an 87% free throw shooter in these playoffs. 16 points in game number 1, 5 3-pointers. Champagnie hits a pair. He's the youngest player in his finals debut to hit 5 3-pointers in a half.
I knew I could count on Danalytics. Knew you'd come up with something.
Jalen Brunson trapped over there at midcourt. Vassell and Castle nearly create a turnover as it gets underneath to Anunoby and around the horn Bridges. Bridges floats it up over Wembanyama. No good. Rebounds hit by Victor into the hands of De'Aaron Fox. Spurs up 5-2. Fox brushing off Bridges. Left elbow jumper. No good. De'Aaron had a tough shooting game in game number 1. He was 3 of 13 from the field.
Well, he's got to put that back in his rearview mirror, forget about that, and let the ball fly.
Brunson pulls up, left wing 3, no good, but a foul on the three-point shot against Stephon Castle. And Brunson will get to the line for 3 free throws.
He's so good at stopping behind the screen, allowing the defender trying to get back into play to create the contact.
His footwork is truly something to marvel.
Yeah,
and I think
yes.
that's what makes him so effective around the basket.
Yeah, and he presents a different problem than what we saw last round because he shoots the 3 ball often.
First free throw for Brunson is up and good. Mentioned Jalen Brunson, now 30-point games in his NBA playoff career. 30 points in game 1, although he didn't shoot the ball particularly well. He was 12 of 31. And he too admitted that he didn't have his best game despite scoring 30 as he makes the second free throw.
No, but he made it when it mattered, Dan. And that's what it comes down to. You pick up the box score and you look, he's 12 of 31, but that doesn't tell you that down the stretch he made almost everything he looked at.
They call him Captain Clutch in New York. He's got 144 points in the clutch since 2023. That is 60 more than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah.
And he hits all 3 free throws, ties the game at 5, and Brunson's got all 5 points, 84% at the line in these playoffs. Almost 2 minutes gone. Castle on a reach-in foul, and that's going to go on Brunson. That'll be his first second-team foul against the Knicks.
I'd like to see our guys attack Jalen Brunson a little bit more in this game. Go at him. He's not a top-flight defender at that position. Work him on that end of the floor and see if he has enough stamina coming down the stretch in the fourth.
And then when game, go after him as well,
yes,
too.
Sir.
Julian Champagnie, left wing side, will hand it off to Castle. Castle picked up by Josh Hart, right wing to De'Aaron Fox. Fox into the mid-range. Fox baseline, kick out the cell. Champagnie rising, left wing 3, got it. JC for 3. Champagnie's got 5.
You could see him itching for the ball, Dan. Ready and waiting. Couldn't wait to catch it on the perimeter.
Spurs have knocked down their first 2 from downtown and then create a turnover inside. And Castle is then fouled as he goes into the front row, being dragged down by Jalen Brunson. Fouls on Josh Hart. That'll be his first.
Oh, that's a big break for the Knicks there. It looked like it was going to be Jalen Brunson's second.
The Knicks already picking up 3 team fouls. We've barely played over 2 minutes in this game. I mean, there's a battle on the court, Sean, and then there's the battle between the 2 fan bases in the building right
yes,
now, too.
Is. A lot of Knicks fans.
Castle in the paint, floats it up off the window and in. Flicked it up with his right hand for 2. Castle's first points of the game.
Circus shot there. A little hesitation off one leg, somehow able to find the right angle off the right side of the glass.
OG Anunoby baseline gets position under Wembanyama, and his reverse layup is good. Sealed off Victor, which is not easy to do.
And used the rim nicely to protect his shot.
10-7, first points for Anunoby in a big second half, 12 of his 19 in the second half. Evan Vassell, free throw line, picks up the dribble, kicks it, or looking to kick it out, and nearly threw it away. Champagnie saves it, left corner 3 on the way up, and banks it in! Julian banks one from the corner!
Well, we saw it in the first game. I mean, what's happening over in that left corner over there, Dan?
That's 2 banks from that left corner. Yeah. It was Deuce McBride who got it in game number 1. Anunoby into the left corner here just below us. His 3 on the way is good. Both teams shooting the ball much better here in game number 2.
A lot more reliable. The nerves have gone out the window.
13-10, Spurs by 3. Castle, right side. Get into the hands of Wembanyama. Free throw line, kick out back to Steph. Rising, right wing 3, that's no good. Into the deep rebound to Mikal Bridges. It's only the second miss of the game for the Spurs. They're 4 of 6. Knicks are 3 of 5. Brunson attacks, lays it up left hand, no good. Good defense of the rim by Champagnie. Here's Castle in transition. Bouncing off of Bridges, puts it up, left it short. Ball pinballing around, lands in the hands of Anunoby, leaking out to Brunson, attacking Vassell, and Vassell swats it out of bounds. Devin Vassell's 16th block of these playoffs.
That's been his MO come playoff time. He's had a number of enormous blocks throughout the postseason.
First subs of the game coming in for the Spurs. It's Dylan Harper and Keldon Johnson replacing Fox and Vassell. Harper 16 points in 28 minutes, 10 of those coming in the first quarter. And a monumental start to his NBA Finals career. Also had 8 rebounds in the game the other night. Inbounded here into the corner. Josh Hart gets to the baseline, stepped out of bounds. Trying to sidestep Victor Wembanyama. Another turnover. First turnover of the game officially against the New York Knicks.
He's trying to cut off Victor along the baseline so he could get him on his back, maybe use the rim on the opposite side to protect his shot. Steps out of bounds.
Knicks in game number 1 had 9 turnovers. The Spurs had 13. Castle getting loose. Castle kick out left wing. Keldon Johnson into the paint. Battles in. Johnson trapped. Shovels off to Wembanyama. Slams it down over the head of OG Anunoby.
Looked like he had to almost hurdle 2 defenders to get that one down.
First points of the game for Victor Wembanyama are 2 very loud points. Anunoby up top, right side of the corner. Josh Hart for 3. No good. And you'll live with that shot. Josh Hart, 29% from downtown.
Exactly. That's the guy you want shooting it.
Castle, reverse layup, no good as he weaved his way into the paint, tried to put it up with the right hand, came up short. Jalen Brunson walks into a 3, and that's good. Brunson's got 8 already in the first quarter, and it's a 2-point game.
Not a good sign. I remember when he dropped 61 in this building.
Brunson has started 2 of 5. Castle spotting Champagnie. Harper in the paint, lays it up, left hand for 2.
That's a great decision there. Had a wide open 3 ball, but the lane is wide open. Why not take the high percentage shot?
First points of the game for Dylan Harper. Josh Hart. Anunoby left side of the wing. Here's Mikal Bridges. Bridges waiting for Anunoby's screen, switched on to Harper, into the hands of Hart. Right side, Karl Anthony Towns has barely touched the ball in this game. Josh Hart attacking, gets loose, kicks it out. Towns, good look at a 3, right wing. Too strong, in and out.
Dodge one there, Dan. That's again where you pay attention to detail. Don't run out to Josh Hart on the perimeter.
Wembanyama into the hands, Keldon Johnson. Back to Victor, stepping behind the line. 3 on the way is no good. Off the back heel, the rebound taken by Hart. Victor was 2 of 9 from downtown in game number 1. 17-13 Spurs by 4. Bridges. His loop around pass lands in the hands of Anunoby in the left corner. 11 on the shot clock. Back to Towns, back to Anunoby. Cutting baseline to the left block, runs into the double team. Kick out right side to the corner. Here's Bridges with 3 to shoot. Attacking baseline. Out top to Hart's got to put it up. Gets it off before the buzzer. No good. Rebound is secured by Harper. D. Harp racing up the floor. Harper to the left elbow. Sweeps through. Spots Castle underneath. Lays it up. No good, but a foul.
Steph is kicking himself over that one. That was an easy and 1. Right side of the glass wide open. Just take your time in that situation. Don't be in a rush.
Tremendous pace to game number 2, and a good start for the Spurs. They're up 4 here early, 17-13. We take you to our first SWBC timeout of the game. 5:46 to go here in quarter number 1. Spurs Radio, game 2 of the NBA Finals continues in a moment.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the San Antonio Spurs and the NBA. From seeing your favorite Spurs stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood, nothing compares to catching the game in person. Even if you're headed to the arena last minute, you can still score tickets at Ticketmaster. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs. See you courtside, San Antonio.
Welcome to basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball at its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals continue on ABC.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
The 2025-2026 Spurs season is presented by HEB. 5:46 to go, opening quarter. Spurs on top by 4, 17-13 here in game number 2. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Spurs Radio.
News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio's breaking news, traffic, and weather.
Early look at the Bet365 stats. Spurs have started 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown, and 8 quick points for Julian Champagnie with a couple of threes and a couple of free throws. 8 points on the other end for Jalen Brunson. The Knicks are 4 of 11 from the field and 2 of 4 from downtown. Only 1 turnover in this game so far. The Knicks, however, have already committed 4 team fouls as Stephon Castle goes to the line, Sean, here for a couple of free throws.
Yeah, I'd like to see him shooting 1 instead of 2 right now. That little bunny right there in the paint. That's, again, where you just got to take your time, Dan. Don't be in a rush. Finish off that play.
Castle's been so good in these playoffs. 17 points in 34 minutes in game number 1. His free throw shooting has come along from 73% to 82% in the postseason. His three-point shooting has come along. His 29% of the regular season, 35% here in the playoffs.
No, he's been absolutely terrific, and he's been getting it done on the defensive end of the floor, too, doing all that, Dan, while guarding the toughest offensive opponent on the perimeter.
For every team. And he's had his handful with Denny Avdia, Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and now Jalen Brunson. Deuce McBride, Landry Shaman into the game for the first time for the Knicks as Castle misses a rare free throw in these playoffs. That's only his 21st miss on 113 attempts. One more coming his way. It's probably criminal that Steph Castle did not make the all-defensive team in the NBA
I don't
this
understand that. I don't know what people were looking at. To not make any of the 3 teams, you're exactly right, it was criminal.
Second free throw, in and out. 2 misses for Castle, although the Spurs catch a break. That ball's off the hands of Mikal Bridges, and the Spurs get a fresh 14.
All right, I'll take it.
And so Castle will inbound here. 14. Kevin Vassell back into the game. Luke Cornett is into the game for the first time. Looped into the hands of Cornett. He's bumped and fouled by Towns. He's going to shoot free throws. 5:45 to go here in the first quarter, and the Spurs are in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter.
So the Knicks making a few mental errors here. Kind of uncharacteristic basketball. I mean, that's the one where why are you challenging Luke Cornett on that catch on the inbound, sending him to the free throw line?
Well, because he's 3 of 3 in his career in the playoffs, Sean, from downtown. He's Steph Curry as Cornett goes to the free throw line.
Okay, makes sense now.
77% in the playoffs as he makes the first free throw. And Cornett, 10 minutes in game number 1. Second free throw short, and the Spurs have missed 3 already. And leaking out is Shambo, the long catch from Towns. Takes it strong, lays it up, no. And Mike Brown wanted a foul, and there was no call.
That was a great contest there without fouling.
Dylan Harper right side. Oh, he crosses up. Shaman goes right to the cup. 2-hand slam for Dylan Harper. What can he not do, Sean?
Well, how about that little inside-out ball fake? Gets all the way to the rim, moves it around in the air, and throws it down over the big guy.
Harper now with 4, and we get a foul that'll be called against Devin Vassell. First foul on him, or they're calling Cornett rather for the foul. They're trying to get Devin bodying up Mikal Bridges, but they get Cornett against Karl Anthony Towns instead. Spurs by 7, 20-13, 5:18 to go here in this opening quarter. Brunson to inbound, looking, gets it into the hands of Bridges. Bridges back out to Towns, straightaway 3 on the way is good. Karl Anthony Towns did not make a 3 in game number 1, but he's shooting 46% in these playoffs.
No, we ran out to him and forced him to be a driver in that first game. There's a happy medium there.
Dylan Harper trying to answer, no good. His 3 misfires. Towns the rebound, ahead to Deuce McBride. Bridges, Towns, the trailer, right side, Brunson into the corner, Shamet. Sidestep 3, air ball. Weak side rebound, though, taken by McBride. He's fouled by Dylan Harper. First foul on Dylan Harper, third team foul against the Spurs.
That's an unfortunate foul there from Dylan. It's tough to judge when that ball doesn't hit the rim. An air ball is always going to throw you off. He was in pretty good position for the rebound, but again, the air ball allows Deuce McBride to get an easy rebound.
Early minutes for Carter Bryant. He checks in for Julian Champagny. Bryant played only 4 minutes in game number 1. De'Aaron Fox back in the game as well, too, as Steph Castle gets a breather. And already Carter Bryant matching up here with Jalen Brunson, and Tony Brothers is going to have to go have a conversation with both of them.
Controlled aggression right here. Dan, you don't want to get too aggressive, end up fouling Jalen Brunson, sending him to the foul line unnecessarily.
Lobbed into Towns. 14 on the shot clock here now. Vassell trying to deny the pass to Bridges. Comes instead to Brunson. 6 to shoot all the way out. He stepped out of bounds. Second turnover against the Knicks. Well, you can see the defensive intensity from the Spurs, Sean, right from the get-go here tonight.
Yeah, he's trying to throw a jab step there to create some space, ends up stepping out of bounds. Again, another uncharacteristic turnover or mistake.
Bryant attacking, threw it right into the hands of Towns, and a turnover against the Spurs. Comes out to Deuce McBride, left side. Watch there by Dylan Harper. Handed off to Towns. Up top, turning the corner on Cornette between his legs. Towns going to work, gets free, lays it up, lays it in. So versatile.
Yeah, that's what makes him so dangerous. Not just the three ball, the fact that he can put the ball on the floor, dance with it, get all the way to the rim.
Downs with 5. Here's Vassell, right wing 3. No good off the back heel. So the Spurs, who started strong from outside, hitting 2 of their first 3, have now missed 3 of their last 4. 2018, Spurs by 2, and a foul all the way out at midcourt by Luke Cornette going for the steal. That'll be Cornette's second.
Trying to jump out on that high screen and force Jalen Brunson back toward half court. Just gets a little too aggressive.
It's Cornette's first, so they did actually call the other foul on Devin Vassell, so that's 4 fouls against the Spurs here. 3:55 to go first quarter. Spurs by 2, 20-18. Brunson to inbound. Carter Bryant looking behind him here as Brunson gets it into Mitchell Robinson into the game for the first time. Brunson, as he's bumped by Bryant, no foul called. Rebound up in the air, controlled by McBride. Fresh 14, turnaround jumper, in and out. Cornette with a rebound. 2 offensive rebounds early here for the Knicks. They have not come up with anything. Fox trapped by 3 underneath. Fox goes up, puts it off the window, in for 2. First points of the game for De'Aaron Fox.
Excellent job there, keeping his pivot foot. Didn't panic. When it looked like he was locked up at the last second, the right side of the glass opens up for him.
22-18. Spurs by 4. 3.5 to go here, quarter 1. Shamet all the way to the hole, and he's fouled as the defensive communication and rotation wasn't there. Landry Shamet will go to the line for a pair.
2 weak side defenders there were watching their men instead of seeing ball and man. Allowed Landry Shamet to get all the way to the rim.
And Carter Bryant will come get a word from his head coach, Mitch Johnson, here as Landry Shamet goes to the free throw line. Shamet in game 1 had 13 points, knocked down 3 3-pointers. Oh, now they're saying,
oh, wow.
Saying it was not on the
That's interesting.
Shamet shot. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson's going to the free throw line. We'll take that.
Absolutely. Take that trade.
Mitchell Robinson, who shoots 36% for his career in the playoffs. It's the lowest in NBA history. Makes the first. I got to do like reverse jinx there, I guess.
That was a line drive. I mean, the first time that ball got over the front of the rim, it dropped.
It's only the 14th free throw that Robinson has made in these playoffs. And, of course, playing with that fractured pinky that he had surgery on in between the Eastern Conference Finals.
Knicks that you can attack. Nice job by Devin Vassell pulling it through, getting all the way to the basket.
5 points for Devin, under 3 to go. Spurs by 5, 24-19. All alone is Shamet, although a whistle before, and a foul underneath.
Are they going to go Hack'em Mitchell Robinson? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I think so. That's what we're doing. Carter Bryant with the foul. They're going to put Mitchell Robinson to the line after this timeout. 2:56 to go here in quarter number 1. We take you to the SWBC timeout. 24-19, Spurs by 5. This is Spurs Radio.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit HillCountryHonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes long and the hedges duck and cover. Then, run it again. Still, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
2:56 to go here in quarter number 1. Spurs by 5, 24-19. Our Spurs history tonight presented by Fanatics. This one actually comes, Sean, from Sean Grandy, is the radio play-by-play voice of the Boston Celtics. I thought this was interesting. After Game 1, the last 3 teams to win Game 1 of the finals all went on to lose the series.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Indiana Pacers last season, the Boston Celtics in 2022, and of course the Spurs in 2013. The Tony Parker shot in Game 1 in Miami.
That's
but
right.
The Spurs won, lost in the 7 games, of course.
Pretty interesting.
We need all the juju we can get here, I'll tell
Yes,
you
we
that
do.
much. Last team to win Game 1 on the road and win the championship would be the 2004 Detroit Pistons.
Wow, you're going way back, Dan.
Yeah.
I think I'm more impressed with your analytics than I've ever been.
Again, I can't take credit for that. That's Sean Grandy, radio voice of the Boston Celtics. But like we said, you got to get all the juju here to get a split in these 2 games. And you got to like the way the Spurs have started in this game tonight. I think they've accepted the challenge of what's in front of them. I mean, they're not giving an inch to the Knicks here so far.
Yeah, I think there have been a few defensive errors out there where they could clean it up. Maybe a few more possessions on the offensive end where, Dan, I like to nitpick, right? Every possession matters. There's still a lot of room for improvement, but I do like their effort so far.
So the Hacker Robinson, with Carter Bryant picking up the personal foul, will send Mitchell Robinson back to the free throw line. Again, pinky fractured on that right hand. Not like he was a great shooter anyway. First one's no good.
No, unless you put more air underneath those shots. Those balls are extremely flat. It's like trying to fit a marble with a coin slide. It's not going to happen.
One more free throw for Robinson. I can only imagine that right pinky broken, gripping a basketball, trying to get any sort of traction as he misses both free throws.
No, it's got to be absolutely perfect when he has no arc underneath it.
24-19, Spurs by 5. Towns already coming off the bench, and Robinson's stint might come to an end here early. Aaron Fox whips it to Vassell. Vassell gets underneath Shamet. Kick out back to the Aaron. Low pass. Picks it back up. Left wing 3 splash for the Aaron Fox. 5 for him in his first 3 of the game, in his first 3 of the series.
That might open up the faucet for him.
27-19 Spurs by it. Another Hacker Robinson. Again, Carter Bryant is out there to pick up fouls.
That's right. It's going to force Mike Brown to rethink the way he could play Mitchell Robinson. He's going to have to start playing him at the beginning of quarters, not late in quarters where you can start the foul and put him in the bonus, taking the ball out of the Knicks' hands, taking it out of Jalen Brunson's hands.
Well, the one thing it also does is it junks up the game as well, too.
Yep.
Completely gets the Knicks out of any half-court rhythm or offense as well. And Robinson gets a friendly bounce off the back heel as it drops back in his second free throw. Victor Wembanyama's back in the game. Luke Cornett is out, and Carter Bryant. After a couple of fouls on Mitchell Robinson comes out, Julian Champagne's back in the game. One more free throw coming for Robinson. Spurs lead is 7, 27-20. Bad as Robinson's been in the playoffs, the regular season, he's actually a 50% free throw shooter. Significantly better.
Like that's good?
Yeah, well, for him it is. He makes 2. 27-21. It was 36% in the playoffs. Aaron Fox attacking, lays it up off the window and in. Fox uses his dribble to stay alive and finds a seam.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson staying with Victor Wembanyama, didn't want to allow that lob. Opens up the left side of the glass for De'Aaron Fox to go all the way in.
It's an 8-point lead. Fox with 7, 29-21. Brunson trapped and threw it out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Spurs. 9 to shoot, 2:01 remaining here in this first quarter. Brunson will inbound on the far side. And the Spurs, Wembanyama, Harper, Vassell, Fox, and Julian Champagnie. Inbound to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Brunson calling for the ISO here. Matched up against Devin Vassell. Brunson leaves Vassell behind, puts it up. No good. A rebound ripped down by Harper. Quickly ahead. Here's Devin. 2-on-1. Ahead to Fox. Lays it up for 2. Methodist Healthcare assist. De'Aaron to Devin. And Devin's got 5, and the Spurs, their first double-digit lead of the game.
Excellent pass there, not to put it too high outside of the reach of De'Aaron Fox. Put it somewhere where he can finish off the play.
And Anunoby nearly turned it over. Manages to keep the dribble. 6 to shoot. Down to 5, down to 4. Gets loose. Bounce pass underneath. Robinson puts it in. Around Julian Champagnie. And Mitchell Robinson with his first field goal. He's got 5. 31-23. Fox leaves back to the left corner. Victor lost his footing. Got back up. Gets the ball back now from Champagnie. Victor going to work on Robinson. Victor ball fake. Turns to his right and fouled on the way up. First foul on Robinson. Victor Wembanyama will go to the free throw line for the first time in this game. The Spurs have taken 6 free throws already. The Knicks have taken 9 free throws early on in this game.
Even on that play there, Dan, Victor's got to make himself available once De'Aaron Fox starts to penetrate. If he kind of slips behind him, he's got a wide open shot. Didn't really make himself available. He was hidden behind the defense. Lucky to get that play and get a couple free throws.
Victor misses the first. Spurs have missed 4 out of their last 5 at the line. 3 is 7 now for the game. You know better than anybody how valuable free throws are, even in the first quarter of NBA Finals games.
I've been there. If you've been there long enough, you're going to make some and you're going to miss some crucial ones.
Victor splits the pair. Spurs back up by 9, 32-23. He's got 3 points here in this first quarter. Final minute. Deuce McBride. Guarded by Fox. Brunson, boy, just being muscled up there by Dylan Harper. Now McBride switches on to Harper. Boy, he went over and back, and yeah, across the floor. Well caught there over there by Tyler Ford. He was right on top of it.
I think Mitch Johnson made that call. He was up there at half court, lobbying for an over and back. He got the call he wanted.
Third turnover against the Knicks here. Spurs with the ball up 9, 50.4 to go first quarter. Victor Wembanyama will hand it off here to De'Aaron Fox. Fox already with 9 here in the first quarter. 4 or 5 from the field. Shot clock at 13. Watched by Anunoby. Screen Wembanyama. Fox splits into the paint, lost the basketball. 3-on-1 here for the Knicks. Shamet lays it up and in at the other end on the feed from Jalen Brunson.
Unfortunate turnover there. Our guys looking to try to milk it all the way down to prevent the Knicks from getting a 2-for-1.
Unfortunately, the Knicks got a beautiful 2-for-1, 7 seconds on the other side. 32-25, 7-point lead. And again, a 7-second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 10, game clock 17. Fox back to Wemby. Right. Oh, no, ball fake around Robinson. Goes up, right hand, scores. Well, you love to see that. Fake the three, lay it in for 2.
Yeah, well, he made himself available as well. Looked like he had a wide open 3-ball. Beautiful ball fake. Why not take it in there for the high percentage layup?
4 to shoot. Brunson 3 off the front of the iron. Wembanyama rebound. Launches it 3/4 lengths of the court over the backboard. That is how the first quarter comes to an end. And the Spurs put up 34 in quarter number 1, their highest points in a quarter in this series, Sean.
Yeah, offense was cooking there. It could have been even a little bit better, so I like the results.
Spurs on top by 9, 34-25. 12 minutes down, 36 to play. Spurs Radio, game number 2 of the NBA Finals continues in a moment.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Lionel Richie. And Earth, Wind, and Fire. The tour continues. San Antonio, you're invited to sing a song all night long. Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Together in one magical night you don't want to miss. Frost Bank Center, July 28th. Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Nothing compares to catching your San Antonio Spurs live. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Spurs and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you were there live. So put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs.
Spectrum TV makes sports easy, so I never miss. Never miss a homer. Never miss a home field hat trick. Never miss a goal line stand, inches from the end zone. Never miss an end-to-end, tic-tac-toe, top shelf snipe. Never miss a downtown buzzer beater for the championship win. Get your favorite streaming apps included at no extra cost with Live TV. It's one plan, one price, one place for all your sports. For details, visit SpectrumTV.com.
Start of the second quarter of play. The Spurs win that quarter by 9, 34-25. This despite the fact that the Knicks are the number 1 scoring quarter in the NBA playoffs this year, plus 87. Take a look at the Bet365 stats in that first quarter. Spurs shoot 13 of 20 from the field, 65%, 4 of 8 from downtown. Knicks just 38%, 8 of 21. 3 of their 8 field goals were from behind the line. Spurs are led by 9 from De'Aaron Fox, who came on strong at the tail end of that first quarter. 4 of 5 from the field, 8 points for Julian Champagnie, 5 apiece for Devin Vassell and Victor Wembanyama. The Knicks led by 8 first quarter points from Jalen Brunson, who is, as customary, played the entire 12 minutes in that first quarter. Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, 5 points apiece. So we start the second quarter. What have you noticed differently, Sean, already in this game here after 12 minutes?
A better attention to detail. I think that's the biggest thing. I didn't think our guys played poorly in that first quarter. As a matter of fact, they had the lead in game 1 after the first quarter. So I feel like there were improvements to be made, just little things, Dan. And even we still had a few things out there. We're running to cold shooters on the perimeter. I'd like to see that get cleaned up a little bit more. And just 1 or 2, maybe 3 possessions where we took a quick shot and made the wrong decision with the basketball. There's a little bit more room for improvement.
Limited the Knicks to just 1 offensive rebound officially in that first quarter. The Knicks, who had 10 offensive rebounds in game 1, turn that into 23 second chance points. Knicks with the ball as we start the second. Shaman, right wing three, no good. As he hits the deck, Wembanyama brings down the rebound.
Oh, you dodge one there again, leaving Shannon wide open.
Victor up top. With it back out to D. Harp. Harper turning, moves it to the right wing. Castle pull up three. Got it. Steph Castle drains his first three. He's got 5. Largest lead of the game for the Spurs, 12.
That's the only thing we're doing, Dan. We've shaken off the nerves. We're making better decisions, quick decisions with the ball.
Anunoby, the Deuce McBride, cut off there by Castle. In the hands of Towns. Towns, step back. Oh, he got a window, puts up the 3 and splashes it.
Oh, that's a difficult shot there.
And Victor and Castle kind of ran into each other, and that just gave Towns the window he needed. Second 3 of the game for Towns. He's got 8, 37-28. 1 minute gone here in the second. And then Castle had it stripped, but he able to get it back off the head of Champagny. Up top with it, here's Castle. Back to Jules. Right wing 3 is up, no good. Wembanyama, offensive rebound, tap out at Castle. Back to Victor, left wing. 10 to shoot, whips it over to Steph. Steph, little up fake there. Steph attacking, goes up, blocked to the rim. A lot of contact. As the other way is Jose Alvarado, left wing 3 is no good. All alone, and how Alvarado just stayed out of the three-point line with a wide open lane to the bucket, I will never understand.
No, he wasn't going to challenge Victor underneath.
Wembanyama then missing on the left wing 3 at the other end. It's one of those no thanks, right?
Yeah, no thank you.
Jose Alvarado gave you a spark in game number 1. He had 7 points in 11 minutes. First minutes for him tonight. Towns attacks, floats it up, no, but a foul. Steph Castle will pick up the personal. That's his second. It'll send Karl Anthony Towns to the free throw line.
And I was talking earlier about finding that happy medium against Karl Anthony Towns. Not guarding him so far outside the three-point line, spacing him a little bit. If you get too much into his body, he's too strong, he's too good with the basketball, he's going to put it on the floor and get all the way to the rim.
With Shaman, who got the block at the other end on Castle's drive. And here's Towns at the line for the first time tonight. Towns was 4 of 4 in game number 1. He had 18 points, 12 boards for his 10th double-double of these playoffs. I'm not sure he could have played any better than he did in game number 1.
Well, especially on defensive end.
First free throw is good. Harrison Barnes will check in for the first time here tonight, as Keldon Johnson will check out. Barnes played 12 scoreless minutes in game number 1. And the challenges that a guy like Towns presents on both ends of the floor is really different than anything that Victor Wembanyama has seen so far in these playoffs.
Right, because he goes outside and he shoots a 3-ball. He can put the ball on the floor. Then you put a smaller guy on him, and he's not afraid to go into the low block and go to work.
Towns with 9. And his second free throw gives him an even 10. He's the first player in double figs in this game. 10 points, 4 boards, and a steal for Towns. Lead is 7, 37-30. Almost 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Dylan Harper putting the moves on Deuce McBride. Behind his back, stays in the dribble, goes up, and he's, called for an offensive foul. That's called underneath by Josh Tibbin using the off-arm hook around there on Deuce McBride.
Hard to see from our angle. We're getting another look at it, but... Oh, yeah. It's the right call to make, unfortunately.
That right-hand forearm shiver. Dylan Harper catches McBride up in the chops. Offensive foul and a turnover. Knicks to the ball, Alvarado. Able to speed past Castle in the paint. Floats it up, blocked out of bounds. Wembanyama says, get that out of here.
But again, I'm talking about controlled aggression on the perimeter, where you don't start reaching, going for steals, allow Jose Alvarado to get so deep into the paint. Thankfully, Victor is there to erase the mistake.
That's why they call him the eraser. Alvarado inbounding to Towns. Towns brushes off Victor, attacks and throws it down. And Towns fired up.
Victor came out, his angle, he was already behind Karl Anthony Towns as Towns caught the ball.
37-32. Harper bouncing off Towns, going up, lost the ball. On the way up, Knicks control. Down by 5, trying to cut into the deficit. Anunoby brushing off Barnes into the corner. McBride for 3. No good. Champagny, good battle there to win the rebound away from Towns. Ahead to Castle. Euro steps, goes up, fouled, and hammered to the floor. As Castle will get himself to the free throw line. Foul on Jose Alvarado. And the first team foul against the Knicks. Send Steph Castle to the line.
I mean, he's motoring down the floor. There's no question it's a grab. It's 2 fouls by Alvarado. 2 swipes on the right arm of Steph Castle.
Didn't really go for the ball either here as we watch Towns on the replay upstairs getting his move past Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, like I told you earlier, Victor came out. He was already behind Karl-Anthony Towns. When Towns caught the ball, it was just natural to pull it through and go all the way to the basket.
Castle, who missed his first 2 free throws of the game, steps to the line, hits the first. We got subs coming in for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart. Check back into the game here for Landry Shamet and OG Anunoby. Anunoby's played every minute in this game here to this point. He'll finally sit. Anunoby, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
Well, it really speaks to the lack of depth
right?
that the Knicks have. Not like they have 10 guys deep.
Second free throw is good. Yeah, Alvarado and Jordan Clarkson. And that back end of the bench really doesn't play very much there for Mike Brown. Of course, that's all the Knicks were criticized for over the years under Tom Thibodeau,
Exactly.
was not playing the bench.
Exactly.
But I guess if you get to the NBA Finals, it's okay.
Well, you get a lot of days of rest. You get away with it.
Deuce McBride steps back here, out top after Steph hit a couple of free throws. Entry pass to Towns with a high-low, lays it up and in.
And that's exactly what we talked about. He's not afraid to go inside with a smaller defender.
Towns has all 9 of the Knicks' points this quarter and 14 for the game, 39-34. This is Castle using the Victor screen, free throw line, pulls up, left elbow jumper, no good. Towns boxes out for another rebound, that's his 5th. Josh Hart left side, gives to Towns. Thought about the 3, now gets Victor a little twisted. Back out top, switched on to McBride. Right side, McBride gets it back, pulls up over Wembanyama. No good.
That's not a good shot
Not
there.
at all.
Yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns has 2 little guys on him underneath. You'd figure you try to dump it down low to the big guy.
And then De'Aaron Fox trying to play it into Wembanyama, threw it off the side of the basket. Hit turnover already against the Spurs. Towns up top, deep 3. No good. Oh, man. There's a personal heat check right there for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Like 8 feet behind the three-point line.
And De'Aaron Fox was looking for a whistle, none called. Got his dribble back, lays it up left hand for 2. And 1. Foul should have been called 3 seconds prior.
Yeah, no question about it. But again, Dan, the officials are allowing players to play. All the players on the floor, not just our guys, have to realize it's going to be physical and you adjust to it.
Josh Hart had his arm underneath De'Aaron's left arm, which didn't even have the ball, and they just played through it. And De'Aaron will get an and 1. Somehow, Fox got his dribble back in that situation.
Somehow he did. We're not going to tell anybody.
What do you say? Just let's move right
Let's
along.
move right along. Nothing to see here.
7-point lead here for the Spurs. De'Aaron is the first Spur in double figs. He's got 11. Fox, who had 7 in game number 1. And completes the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. He's got a dozen. San Antonio's own Kingston Flemings earlier today predicted the bounce-back game for De'Aaron Fox. Having it here right now. Right side with the basketball, controlled by Josh Hart. Out top to Jose Alvarado. 9 on the shot clock. Looking for Shaman, poked into the backcourt by Castle. Now we're down to 3. Alvarado racing ahead. He's got to put it up. Trapped in the corner, forces it up. He's fouled. Castle called for the foul. That's 3 fouls on Castle, and I'm sure Mitch Johnson is going to take a look to see if John Harris sees anything that we don't.
You're not going to be able to challenge that one. We're looking at that one on the big screen, and unfortunately, Steph leaves his feet and goes in to Alvarado there in the corner.
That's going to be 3 free throws for Alvarado. It's 3 fouls on Castle, and he's to the bench. Alvarado makes the first free throw. Alvarado in the regular season averaged 7 points. In his time between the Pelicans and the Knicks was a trade deadline acquisition. He's a Brooklyn native, so, playing for the Knicks, a dream come true, and he said that on many occasions. Missing on the second free throw, he'll have one more. So Castle back to the bench, and the Spurs going with Fox, Gasell, Champagny, Harrison Barnes, and Luke Cornett now coming back in for Victor Wembanyama. Alvarado makes 2 of 3. 6-point game, 42-36, 7:35 to go until halftime. Fox walks it up the floor. Picked up by Alvarado. Barnes coming high to set the screen. Fox makes his move. Fox shimmy, step back, left elbow jumper, no good. Rebound ripped down by Josh Hart, who had 15 of them in game number 1.
Did all the little things. Impacts the game without scoring the ball.
Alvarado switched on to Cornett, and he's calling for isolation. Gets into the hands of Hart, high, low play, and it ends up in Towns' hands and throws into the corner. Bridges firing up the 3 and cans it. Mikal Bridges, his first points of the game, and his first 3 of the series, and a timeout by Mitch Johnson.
That's where the Knicks are a little bit more methodical on the offensive end of the floor. They took their time. They throw it down to Karl Anthony Towns in the low block. He's triple team there. Fires it out to Mikal Bridges all by himself in the corner.
Take you to the SWBC timeout. 7:01 to go until halftime. Spurs on top by 3, 42-39. Spurs Radio, Game 2 of the NBA Finals continues in a moment.
Experience award-winning service at San Antonio's #1 Ford truck retailer, Bluebonnet Ford. Now a 25-time award recipient of Ford Motor Company's President's Award for Sales and Service Excellence. Or visit Texas #1 Ram truck dealer, Bluebonnet Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Now in an all-new state-of-the-art facility on I-35 in New Braunfels. Experience award-winning sales and service excellence at the Bluebonnet dealerships in New Braunfels.
Bluebonnet price is the difference.
Have you thought about how your family would be protected if the unexpected happened? Life insurance can help provide financial security for the people who matter most, help cover expenses, protect loved ones, and bring peace of mind. At AHIA, our agents can help you find the life insurance coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't wait. Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA, or visit ahiabenefits.com to learn more today.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and community. See you at the arena.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
7:01 to go here in quarter number 2. Spurs on top, 42-39 here as the Knicks making a charge in the second quarter, outscoring the Spurs 14-8. When the Spurs win, you win. With the official playoff win giveaway, thanks to our friends at Taco Palenque. Get a free Taco Palenque breakfast taco after every Spurs home playoff or away playoff game win. Choose from potato and egg or bean and cheese. Available from 6 to 9 a.m. at Taco Palenque locations in San Antonio, Austin, Laredo, El Paso, Eagle Pass, Corpus Christi, and throughout the Rio Grande Valley. Use the code SPURSWIN in the Taco Palenque app or in-store. Limit 1 per guest per day. No purchase or game ticket necessary.
That'll be potato and egg for me.
Yeah, me too.
Add cheese. I'm all good.
It has been a festive Spurs playoffs when it comes to breakfast tacos, which is so appropriate here.
Making me hungry, Dan. You know how I am.
I know.
You've seen me.
I've seen you. We got to figure out how to get the food up here, like
yeah,
we were getting during the regular
season. Tell me about it. Yeah.
All right, Spurs come out of the timeout here with Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox. Dylan Harper's back in the game, Luke Cornett, and Devin Vassell. And the Knicks, Jalen Brunson checks back in for the first time in the second quarter after 8 points in 12 minutes in the first. Mitchell Robinson back into the game, too. Harper getting baseline. Harper, reverse layup for 2.
Just continues to amaze. Again, making the right decision with the basketball. You have a defender closing out on you. Rip it through and get creative at the rim.
Robinson, left side, Josh Hart. 6:35 to go until halftime. Brunson out top. Brunson, step back here and had Cornette momentarily. Now trapped as he bounces it off to Anunoby. 3 to shoot. Anunoby got to put it up. Great defense. Vassell and the Spurs knock it free, and a shot clock violation.
Great job by Luke Cornette at the beginning of that possession to jump out on Jalen Brunson. Allows the defender to get back into play. He picks up the basketball, gets it out. You force somebody else to try to beat you.
Each team with 4 turnovers in the game. Spurs have turned the previous 3 into 6 points. Hawks slides past Robinson right to the cup, puts it up, but it's short. Robinson brings down the rebound. His first rebound of the game. Brunson back into the front court of the basketball. Brunson splits through everybody. Kick out pass. Hart shovels it off. Right wing 3, Anunoby. No good. Rebound taken by Harper. 4 rebounds for him early. Harper. Oh, he nearly lost the ball. Kicks to Vassell. Left wing 3. No good.
I just fumbled it there when you had Harrison Barnes wide open for a layup. You have to settle for a 3 ball there.
Brunson sweeps through. His pass across. Broken up by Cornette. Harper with a loose one. D. Hart takes the length of the floor. Blocked by Anunoby. Good defense at the other end by Anunoby. Bridges rising. Left wing 3 is good. Second 3 of the game for Bridges. And it's a 2-point game. 44-42. Knicks are now 6 of 16 from downtown. Spurs 5 of 12. That pass ends up in Harper's hands, right wing 3. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Luke Cornette over Robinson.
Can't really ask for a better shot. Beautiful cross-court pass. Dylan Harper been one of our best players out there on the floor, just unable to knock down that corner 3 ball.
And he's been much better with his perimeter shot here in these playoffs, 35%. Victor Wembanyama comes back in. So, I mean, it's more about on these substitution patterns here for Mitch Johnson about getting Victor just short bursts of rest, but getting him back on the floor as quickly as you can.
He's going to have to get aggressive here.
Vassell knocks it free, and it gets tripped up by Josh Hart. The ball out of bounds. Going to say last touch by Vassell. Probably should have been a off-ball, if not transition, take foul.
Yeah, no question.
With Devin Vassell going the other way, trying to scoop it up.
We're going to talk about it. Yeah, there's no question that's a foul there. Josh Hart grabs the ankle of Devin Vassell. They're going to review it.
The officials getting together to take a look at it. Cross Bank Center crowd has a prominent opinion, and they will indeed review it. So Tony Brothers comes over to the mic.
There was no foul called on the player. The player is being reviewed for a potential hostile act.
Okay, so no foul called on the play. They're going to review it, though, to see if there was a hostile act committed by Josh Hart in tripping up Devin Vassell.
Yeah, I would call that hostile.
Well, certainly broke up the scoring chance.
Yes, it did. So we'll see how they rule this one.
He reaches out, grabs the feet of Devin Vassell. It's a dangerous play, tripping Devin up in the open floor. You know, Sean, I used to do hockey for so many years. If you did that with a guy who had an open net going the other way with the goalie out, it was an automatic goal.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, if you had a breakaway with the goalie pulled at the end of games, then yeah, that'd be an automatic goal without getting the shot up. Probably not going to get the automatic 2 points here, but just kind of puts it in perspective.
Well, it's going to be interesting how they rule this, because Devin didn't actually have the ball. He had a beat on it, and maybe he gets it. So let's see if they rule this a breakaway as well.
And again, no foul that was called, but they're going to take a look at it for the hostile act with 5:12 to go. And right now it's the New York Knicks here in this second quarter that have owned the quarter. They are outscoring the Spurs by a count of 17-10. The Knicks starting to get into an offensive groove here a little bit after tough shooting first quarter, in which they shot just 38%. Getting back up towards that 40% mark. Meanwhile, the Spurs shot 62% in that first quarter. 65% actually, in fact, after they took away the Victor Heave. They're just shooting 48%. And Tony Brothers has taken the headset off and makes his word to Tyler Ford, comes and tells us his decision.
After review, the trip by Hart rises to the level of a flagrant foul penalty 1. The contact was unnecessary. Therefore, it'll be 2 shots plus possession of the ball, San Antonio.
That's probably the right call because it would have been a dunk the other way for Devin Vassell.
Exactly.
So you're going to get 2 free throws for Devin and a flagrant penalty 1 on Josh Hart. And the Spurs going to get possession of the basketball too.
Maybe the play our guys need just to build on a little bit here, reclaim that lead that you had earlier and feel good about yourself heading into the locker room.
Devin Vassell to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Vassell 9 points in 36 minutes, 81% of the line in these playoffs. Sean, I have been so impressed by the play of Devin Vassell in these playoffs. He's been about as consistent as you could imagine in his first postseason run.
He's really done a great job of rising to the occasion, and especially on the defensive end of the floor. If his shot hasn't been falling, he's been a monster jogging it on the defensive end of the floor, and when his shot is falling, forget about it.
He makes 2 free throws. Somebody asked me who was going to be the underrated player in this series that wasn't going to get enough attention, and my first answer was Devin Vassell.
I'd be inclined to agree with you, although Dylan Harper has something to say.
Well, he does, but I feel like Dylan's gotten a lot of love here in these playoffs, that's for certain. Inbound to Harper. 46-42, Spurs by 4. Keldon Johnson back into the game, spots Victor Wembanyama. Left wing, jab step on Robinson, puts it to the floor between his legs. Skip pass out to Champagnie, right wing 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound tapped up in the air, loose ball foul is being called underneath on OG Anunoby. That's the 14th foul against the Knicks, first foul on Anunoby. So the Spurs will take it side out. Spurs will be in the bonus. Next foul against the Knicks with 4:56 to go. And bumping between Robinson, who just picked up a technical. The bumping between Mitchell Robinson and Victor Wembanyama. And Josh Timmons just came in and issued a technical foul to Mitchell Robinson.
There's a lot of contact there, but it's always the second guy that gets caught.
Right?
That's the
retaliatory.
Rule. Yes.
Wembanyama, 5 points, 4 rebounds in this first half. Hasn't scored yet here in the second. 4:56 to go until halftime. First free throw is good. There's already been a 1 hour and 15-minute half for Sean. This has been a long first half.
Got a lot of free throws there. A little hack of Robinson there in the first quarter.
Inbound into the hands of Dylan Harper. Harper attacking Victor Rowan behind his back. Harper picking up the dribble, looking, threw it away. Threw it right to Anunoby. Anunoby going coast to coast, grabbed by Vassell on the way up. A foul on Devin. That'll send OG Anunoby to the free throw line. Vassell will pick up his second.
Keep going like this, we're going to have an hour and a half first half. But again, deep penetration there from Dylan Harper, and doesn't really have any outlets. Our offense was flat as well. No one makes himself available. The ball comes out, and Anunoby's there to pick it off.
First free throw for Anunoby is good. Well, in the Oklahoma City series, we did have a 50-minute quarter in game number 3 here at the Frost Bank Center. So long quarters have not been uncustomary.
Well, I was enjoying that with a few cocktails, so it felt like a short quarter to me.
Anunoby makes the pair. 3-point game, 47-44. Unfortunately, we've put you to work here in the finals.
That's okay.
Dylan Harper with the basketball, right side, screen from Johnson, switched on to Anunoby, now back to Shamet. Harper will give it off to Champagnie. Champagnie slides past Brunson, lobs it up. Wembanyama the catch missing, but pushed from behind, and a foul.
They've just got to get him more involved, Dan. He's got 4 shots to this point. But part of that's got to fall on him, too, where he's got to make quick decisions with the basketball. But our guys need to continue or vigorously look for him on the offensive end of the floor.
Foul was on Anunoby, reaching out, trying to deny Victor going up after he caught the ball and looking to put it in and in. So the Spurs shooting free throws for the remainder of the half. Up by 3, 47-44. Victor missing again. That's 2 misses for Wembanyama. The Spurs have left 5 points at the table tonight.
A bad free throw shooting is contagious. Feel like you put a lot of pressure on yourself if your teammates are missing in front of you.
One more free throw for Wembanyama. Second one is good. Splits the pair, 7 for Victor. Again, he's only taken 4 shots to this point. Brunson hasn't scored in the second quarter. 8 points, 2 of 8 from the field. He's got the ball. Matched up by Harper. Switched on to Wembanyama. Harper gets back. Brunson going into the paint. Kick out to the right corner. Shamet makes his move. Fumbles it off to Bridges. Bridges inside. Kick out pass. Brunson. 2 to shoot. Anunoby back to Bridges. 3 on the way. Good. That's some good ball movement by the Knicks, and they finally spotted the shooter Bridges, who knocks down his third.
They were methodical there. Everybody that caught the ball there didn't panic. Made the right pass.
Wembanyama the catch. Right elbow back to Keldon. Left wing 3. Off the back heel, and the rebound for Towns.
See, even there, I could see Victor catch that ball in the middle of the paint. I'd like to put it on the floor one time.
Shamet lays it in. That's the first lead of the game for the Knicks. Spurs have let it wire to wire to this point, and New York on top 49-48. 3.5 to go until halftime. Shamet's got 4. Dylan Harper. Shamet guarding him behind his back. D-Harp into the paint. Puts it up left hand. No good. Harper gets his own rebound. Kick out Wembanyama. Trying to reload. Back to Vassell. Open left wing 3. Yes, sir! Devin Vassell and 1. It'll be a 4-point play. This place is going bonkers.
Yeah, on both sides. I mean, give Dylan Harper so much credit there. Hung in there after missing that shot in the paint. Comes down with the offensive rebound. Gives our guys another opportunity, and Devin Vassell hits nothing but bottom with the contact.
Second foul on Jalen Brunson. Yeah, he grabbed a full head of hair. Did Brunson on Devin Vassell on that 3-point attempt, and Devin to the free throw line of what will be the 4th 4-point play of these playoffs here for the Spurs. Retaking the lead after the Knicks had grabbed their first lead of the night. And Devin sinks the free throw. Spurs are now 12-17 at the line. Devin is the second Spur double figs with 11 tonight. 52-49, Spurs by 3, coming up on 3 minutes to go until halftime. Brunson gets loose, attacks, lays it in. Again, miscommunication on defense down low.
Yeah, just poor communication there. And again, you got the weak side defenders caught hugging their men, and that's an easy layup for Jalen Brunson.
Brunson first points of the second quarter. He's got 10 of the game. Devin sidestepping Anunoby, takes it strong, puts it up, no good. Out of contact, no whistle. Leak out pass deflects, but right to Shamet. Shovels off to Brunson. Left wing 3, in and out. Wembanyama secures the rebound. Will go the other way. Towns watching Victor. 2.5 to go. Spurs down, or up by 1 rather. 52-51. Fox trying to turn the corner up top. Victor rolling to the bucket. Instead off to Champagnie. Working on Towns. Champagnie in the paint. Kick out back to Devin. Right wing 3. No good. Off the front of the iron. Rebound Brunson.
Again, Dan, Victor's got to be more involved on the offensive end of the floor here.
Anunoby right past Victor. Reverse layup. Blocked. Wembanyama got a piece of that out of bounds. Last touch by the Spurs. We'll get a timeout on the floor. 2:07 to go as we take you into the SWBC break. Victor Wembanyama gets the second block on the Ledger block meter. Spurs on top, 52-51. Spurs Radio. Game 2 of the NBA Finals continues in a moment.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Con Spectrum TV no me pierdo ni un partido, porque tengo todas mis aplicaciones favoritas juntas. ¡Golazo! Más TV en vivo y todos los canales de deportes. ¡Se va! ¡Se va! ¡Se fue! Todo en un mismo lugar sin pagar extra. ¡Canasta! Un plan, un precio, un lugar y todos tus deportes. Visita spectrum.com/toda tu TV para más información.
Most of the jewelry sold in the U.S. is made in India or China. At America's Diamond, we design and create our jewelry right here in San Antonio, and the difference in quality is amazing. Most jewelers stock a couple of diamonds over 1 carat and a handful of diamond engagement rings. At America's Diamond, we stock more than 800 diamonds over 1 carat and 3,000 diamond engagement ring styles. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than any jewelry store's very best sale price, or we'll refund the difference plus 25%. America's Diamond is locally owned, and all 45 of us live here in San Antonio with our families. The America's Diamond Circle of Support charitable program has raised more than $1 million for San Antonio's schools, churches, and charities. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the University of Texas at San Antonio Athletics, the San Antonio Spurs, and Mission Baseball. See our television program tonight and every night on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. Call 561-1000.
2:07 to go until halftime. Spurs on top by 1. 52-51 in a first half that has featured a whole lot of fouls. 24 of them combined in this first half, which has led Sean to a combined 33 free throws already in this game.
A lot of pushing, shoving, holding, tripping, and grabbing. It's been the name of this one early.
Yeah. I've thrown this idea out multiple times already. Curious what you think. I would be interested to see if you had one officiating crew that refed an entire series, how that would go, because at least you would know how the game is going to be called and you wouldn't be adjusting game to game.
That's not a bad idea. Pretty good idea there, Danalytics.
All right. I'm glad you're on board. That's a seal of approval in my book.
No, I mean, it makes perfect sense. Same crew every single game, exactly. You know how it's going to be called, and it gives the officials the benefit of having a better feel for
how
every game and how the series has been going.
Exactly. And when you bring in a new crew every single night that's going to call the game a different way from the time the last game is being called, I think it's tough on the players.
And they haven't had the communication with the players in the first couple games to know, who's holding, who's pushing, what tendencies are going on throughout these games.
It is a very veteran crew, though, as we said. Tony Brothers in his 32nd season, and tonight working in his 20th NBA Finals game. And again, it has been a rock fight here at the Frost Bank Center. Spurs by 1, 52-51. Knicks with the basketball. Bridges inbounding underneath. Looking, gets in the hands of Brunson, trapped in that left corner. Breaking free here now, backing it in on D. Harp. Brunson spinning. Brunson moving the feet, try to kick it out. Goes out of, stayed inbounds. And Wembanyama kept it alive, tapped it over to Harper. 6 turnover on the Knicks.
Even when he's not in the passing lane, he's in the passing lane.
Champagnie missing on the corner pocket, 3 from the left side. Downs brings down his 7th rebound of the game. Knicks another opportunity on this end of the floor. Brunson, left side, picked up again by D. Harp. Shot clock down to 10. Brunson off of the right side. Towns, him and Brunson collide. Harper gets knocked down out of the play. Towns now rolling. Right side hits Anunoby. Spot up right wing 3. No good. Skying in for the rebound, Devin Vassell.
Really surprised me there. They had De'Aaron Fox on Karl Anthony Towns. Didn't take advantage early on in the possession.
And Victor Wembanyama throws into the backcourt as Devin was rolling to the bucket. Victor just got it quickly out of his hands. Right back to Devin.
I'd like to see him get a little bit more aggressive here on the offensive end of the floor.
7 points, 5 rebounds, does have 2 blocks. Another chance for the Knicks to try to push back ahead. Towns, and we get a foul called on Dylan Harper. It's only the 4th team foul, first in the last 2 minutes against the Spurs. Harper picking up. He called the foul on Champagnie rather than Harper. That's good. Harper's already got 2 fouls. Champagnie picking up foul number 1. Harper will check out of the game, and Keldon Johnson back in. I think Mitch Johnson recognizes he doesn't want to get Dylan Harper tagged with a 3rd foul here. No, they did call the foul on Harper. It is his 3rd. Spinning, here's Jalen Brunson. Free throw line jumper off the front of the iron. So Harper and Castle now with 3 fouls apiece. Oh, Keldon Johnson brushing off Jalen Brunson, called for an offensive foul.
You know that he's going to try to sell that foul, so you've got to be extremely careful with your off arm. Not sure if Keldon's off arm came back. Does a great job lowering his shoulder. Unfortunately, doesn't get the call that he wants.
Brunson led the league in charges taken this year, 29 of them. It's only his second taken in the playoffs. Brunson down to the left block, kick out Towns. Haven't had a point here in the last couple of minutes for either team. Getting free as Bridges puts it up and in on the freed from Towns. And Bridges coming to life in game 2. He's got 11, and the Knicks back up by 1. Fox down to the left block, hands to Johnson, back out top, right side, Wembanyama. Victor puts it to the floor. Victor trying to cross-court the pass to Champagnie, threw it right to Brunson.
Solid Knicks defense there to cover up the baseline pass.
It's 8 turnovers now against the Spurs, 6 here in the second quarter. 15 seconds left, 2-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Towns, left corner, 3 on the way, good. Towns has got 17 in the first half, Knicks by 4. Last possession of the half. Fox attacking into the paint, left elbow. Fox, pull-up jumper, no good. That's how the first half comes to an end. And the Knicks in that second quarter outscored the Spurs 31-18 and erase a 9-point first quarter deficit, go to the locker room up by 4 at the half.
Yeah, the second quarter will suck a lot of confidence out of that locker room. Mitch is going to have to get his guys to regroup, come out here, and throw the first punches to start off the second half.
Coming up at the half, Carl Schoning's got your halftime report. Take a look at first half scoring summary, stats, highlights, and analysis. Take a look at news and notes from across the association here on this Friday night. Much more. It's all coming up with Carl at the half. 24 minutes down, 24 to play. Spurs Radio, Game 2 of the NBA Finals continues in a moment.
Cheering the Spurs. You're listening to San Antonio Spurs basketball.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
Dylan Harper right side. He crosses up. Shamet goes right to the cup. Two-hand slam for Dylan Harper. What can he not do?
The loudest 2 points of Dylan Harper's first half, where he finished with 6 points as the Spurs trailed the New York Knicks 56-52 at the halftime break in San Antonio. This is Game 2 of the NBA Finals. New York leads the series 1-0. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoening. Happy y'all stuck with us for the halftime show as I get you some individual numbers and statistics for both teams. Starting off with the San Antonio Spurs, they're led in scoring by De'Aaron Fox. Fox has 12 points in 16 minutes on 5 of 9 shooting from the field. He knocked down his only three-point attempt, made his only free throw attempt on an and one, grabbed 2 rebounds, dished out 2 assists, and has a blocked shot.
A good first half there for Swipa as he leads the Spurs in scoring with 12 points. 11 points for Devin Vassell as he's the only other Spur in double figures at the halftime break. In 17 minutes, Vassell gets those 11 points on 3 of 7 shooting from the field. He knocked down 2 of his 5 3-pointers from behind the three-point line and made all 3 of his free throw attempts. 3 rebounds and 3 assists plus a block shot for Devin Vassell. Rounding out the starting lineup scoring, Julian Champagnie with 8 points in 20 minutes. Making 2 of his 5 threes, all coming from behind the three-point line on the Champagnie field goal attempts. 2 of 2 from the free throw line as well was Champagnie. 3 rebounds and an assist for Julian Champagnie to go along with those 8 points. 7 points for Victor Wembanyama in 18 minutes. 2 of 4 from the field was Wemby, 0 for 2 from behind the three-point line, but 3 of 5 from the charity stripe, 5 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and 2 blocks for Victor Wembanyama. 7 points for Steph Castle in 12 minutes. 2 of 7 from the field is Castle, 1 of 2 from behind the three-point line, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists for Stephon Castle. And off of the bench for the Spurs, Dylan Harper, the leading scorer, with 6 points in 15 minutes. You heard that big dunk, part of 3 made field goals on 8 attempts for Dylan Harper. Harper also with 5 rebounds, 2 assists as well to go along with those 6 points. And 1 point for Luke Cornett as he split a pair of free throws while also grabbing 2 rebounds and getting a steal in his 6 minutes of action. Totals up to 52 points for the Spurs. As a team, San Antonio is 17 of 41 from the field, 6 of 18 from behind the three-point line, and 12 of 17 from the charity stripe. On the other side, for the New York Knicks, they are led in scoring with a game high from Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has 17 points in 18 minutes, 6 of 8 shooting from the field, 3 of 5 from behind the three-point line, made both of his free throws, grabbed 7 rebounds, had 3 assists, a steal, and a block for a great first half for Karl Anthony Towns. Joining him in double figures, Mikal Bridges has 11 points in 17 minutes, 4 of 5 from the field, has made all 3 of his three-point attempts, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a stat-stuffing first half for Mikal Bridges. Jalen Brunson with 10 points to round out the double-figure scores for the Knicks. 3 of 11 is Brunson from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the three-point line, and he made all 3 of his free throws. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals to go along with those 10 points in 19 minutes for Jalen Brunson. OG Anunoby also scoring in the starting lineup. In 20 minutes, Anunoby has 7 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block for OG Anunoby, the do-it-all forward for the Knicks. Off of the bench for New York, 5 points from Mitchell Robinson as he made his only field goal attempt. The Spurs intentionally fouling Robinson, and he goes 50% from the line, 3 of 6 from the free throw attempts for Mitchell Robinson, 1 rebound as well for the Mitchell Robinson backup center for the New York Knicks. 14 minutes for Landry Shamet. He scores 4 points, make 2 field goals, and 2 points for Jose Alvarado in 5 minutes for Grand Theft Alvarado. No steals on the game for him. 56 points is the total for the New York Knicks. As a team, New York shoots 18 of 42 from the field, 8 of 20 from behind the three-point line. That's 40% shooting from deep, and 12 of 16 from the free throw line for 75% shooting from the field. Checking out some other team numbers here between the Spurs and the Knicks. Points in the paint battle, something we always keep an eye on. San Antonio currently winning that one. 22 points in the paint for the Spurs to 18 points in the paint for the Knicks. In terms of offensive rebounds, the Spurs have done a good job keeping the Knicks off the offensive glass. They have 1 offensive rebound that turned into 2 points on second chance opportunities, while the Spurs have grabbed 2 offensive rebounds and converted that into 5 points. In terms of turnovers, both teams doing a decent job taking care of the basketball. 7 turnovers for the Knicks have turned into 2 Spurs points, while on the other side, the Spurs had 8 turnovers, 6 in that second quarter, and the Knicks capitalized for 13 points off of those 8 turnovers by the Spurs. San Antonio once had a 12-point lead in the ball game. The Knicks have a 4-point lead right now. That is their largest lead. In terms of getting out in transition, New York already with 12 points on the fast break. The Spurs with only 4. Bench scoring belongs to the Knicks. Their bench is outscoring the Spurs reserve 11-7. Some team numbers in the quarter scoring. The Knicks were outscored in the first quarter by the Spurs 34-25, and then New York answered back in the second quarter, outscoring San Antonio 31-18. There have been 3 lead changes and 1 tie in this ball game. Once again, the score at the half, the Spurs lead the Knicks 56-52. When we come back, got an update on the world of basketball here on the Spurs Radio Network. Spurs Radio continues in a moment.
He lines up the shot from way downtown.
Don't let low credit make reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot. Self has the tools to help you get the credit you deserve.
He shoots. He scores.
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the San Antonio Spurs and the NBA. From seeing your favorite Spurs stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood, nothing compares to catching the game in person. Even if you're headed to the arena last minute, you can still score tickets at Ticketmaster. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Spurs. See you courtside, San Antonio.
This summer, feel the game. Find your rhythm. Spurs Sports Academy. Boys and girls, ages 6 to 18, all skill levels, all heart, in San Antonio and Austin. Players are built here. Gain confidence every time the ball leaves your hand. With Spurs gear on your back, become more than you were yesterday, on and off the court. Register now. Spurs.com/camps.
Experience award-winning service at San Antonio's #1 Ford truck retailer, Bluebonnet Ford. Now a 25-time award recipient of Ford Motor Company's President's Award for Sales and Service Excellence. Or visit Texas #1 Ram truck dealer, Bluebonnet Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Now in an all-new state-of-the-art facility on I-35 in New Braunfels. Experience award-winning sales and service excellence at the Bluebonnet dealerships in New Braunfels.
Bluebonnet prices the difference.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
He wants to shoot from way downtown. I don't know about this one.
Does reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot? With Self, it doesn't have to. Get the tools you need today to help build the credit you deserve.
He shoots. He scores.
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
Back to Vassell, open left wing 3. Yes, sir! Devin Vassell and 1. It'll be a 4-point play.
Devin Vassell with an and 1 as part of his 11 points in 17 minutes for the Spurs as San Antonio trails the New York Knicks 56-52 at the half of Game 2 of the NBA Finals. From the Spurs Net Center, I'm Carl Schoen, and keep an eye on the action happening around the world of basketball. There is a U18 AmeriCup tournament happening in Leon, Mexico, where USA won all 3 of their group games to get a first-round bye to the semifinals of the bracket play. They will play the winner currently going on right now between the Dominican Republic and Brazil. That semifinal game will be Saturday and can be seen on YouTube. Should Team USA win, they will advance to the final and play Sunday for the America Cup Championship. Once again, the Spurs trail the Knicks at the half, 56-52. When we come back, Sean Elliott and Dan Weiss will have your call, the second half action, here from the Frost Bank Center in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. This is Spurs Radio.
Most of the jewelry sold in the U.S. is made in India or China. At America's Diamond, we design and create our jewelry right here in San Antonio, and the difference in quality is amazing. Most jewelers stock a couple of diamonds over 1 carat and a handful of diamond engagement rings. At America's Diamond, we stock more than 800 diamonds over 1 carat and 3,000 diamond engagement ring styles. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than any jewelry store's very best sale price, or we'll refund the difference plus 25%. America's Diamond is locally owned, and all 45 of us live here in San Antonio with our families. The America's Diamond Circle of Support charitable program has raised more than $1 million for San Antonio's schools, churches, and charities. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the University of Texas at San Antonio Athletics, the San Antonio Spurs, and Mission Baseball. See our television program tonight and every night on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. Call 561-1000.
Spectrum TV makes sports easy, so I never miss. Never miss a homer. Never miss a home field hat trick. Never miss a goal line stand, inches from the end zone. Never miss an end-to-end, tic-tac-toe, top-shelf snipe. Never miss a downtown buzzer beater for the championship win. Get your favorite streaming apps included at no extra cost with Live TV. It's one plan, one price, one place for all your sports. For details, visit SpectrumTV.com.
Looking for an opportunity to grow in the insurance industry? AHIA is recruiting motivated health insurance agents who want to build a successful career helping families find the coverage they need. Whether you're already licensed or looking to get started, our team provides the support, training, and tools to help you succeed.
Interested in joining their team or learning more about your coverage options? Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit ahiabenefits.com today.
Cheering the Spurs. You're listening to San Antonio Spurs basketball.
Halftime wrapping up here at the Frost Bank Center, getting set for a critical second half with the Knicks on top, 56-52. Dan Weiss, Sean Elliott back with you. High atop the floor here at the Frost Bank Center. Sean, the Spurs went from a 13 for 20 first quarter to a 4 of 21 second quarter in terms of their offense.
Yeah, a lot of, I'd say, not good decisions there in the second quarter with the basketball, which shots to take. I'd like to see us play a lot more through Victor Wembanyama, try to get him the ball in spots where he can draw double teams, make meaningful passes, or look to take the ball to the basket.
They had 9 assists in that first quarter, Sean, and the ball movement was great, and then the ball just became static there in that second quarter.
Well, you know what happens? You have the Knicks who continue to move the basketball. They start chipping away at your lead, and then a young ball club comes back and says, okay, I'm going to make this shot. I'm going to do it myself. Then the ball movement becomes stagnant on our end of the floor.
The Spurs have got to get back to their brand, their identity of basketball. And they got 24 minutes to do it here, trying to even up this series at a game apiece. And again, you go and shoot 4 of 21 and a quarter, usually buried. But the Spurs, because of a 9-point edge in the first quarter, only find themselves down by 4 as we get underway here in the second half. Spurs move right to left across your radio from our broadcast location. Alongside Sean Elliott, statistician Walter Stoops, onside engineer Sam Walters and Carl Schoening. I'm Dan Weiss. Knicks with the ball as we begin the second half. Jalen Brunson, left side, trapped in the corner. His bounce pass picked off nearly by De'Aaron Fox. And a good read there on the passing lane by Fox, stepping in front of Karl Anthony Towns.
Just going to say, Dan, that our guys need a couple big plays here. They've got to find a way to regain their confidence the first 2 or 3 minutes of this third quarter.
Aaron had 12 in the first half. Devin had 11 in the first half. Victor Wembanyama only took 4 shots, though. Brunson, left corner 3, no good. And the rebound taken by Towns, and he lays it up and in. An offensive rebound. Those are the first second chance points of the game for the New York Knicks.
Just got inside of Victor Wembanyama there, does a great job tipping it to himself.
58-52, Knicks by 6. Castle trapped on the right side, throws the ball away, but a foul. Called on Towns on the release of the ball. Towns will pick up his second. Foul trouble coming into the second half. Steph Castle and Dylan Harper each playing with 3 fouls. Josh Hart playing with 3 fouls for the Knicks. 14 on the shot clock. Castle inbound. Spurs down by 6. 58-52. Lobbed into Champagnie. Taken away, though, by Brunson. 9th turnover for the Spurs. Brunson to Hart. Towns up top. Anunoby gets a step. Kick out Hart. Back to Towns. Towns slides underneath Fox. Lays it up over Wembanyama. No good. Rebound tipped up And taken by Devin Vassell. Back the other direction come the Spurs. Champagny, left corner. Whips a pass across Devin Vassell, right side into the hands of Wembanyama. Guarded by the smaller Anunoby. Victor, jab step. Victor, backing it in. Victor, free throw line, fadeaway jumper. Got it.
Got 2 feet underneath him, and that's the type of shot I want to see.
Third field goal for Wembanyama. He's got 9. First points of the second half of the Spurs. 58-54. Knicks by 4.
He caught it there, and the crowd was almost imploring him to shoot the ball.
Bridges, left side, into the left wing corner. Anunoby for 3. Good. He hit some big threes in the second half in game 1, Sean.
Yes, he did. Like I said, he's one of my X factors. We all know what Cat and Jalen Brunson can do.
Champagny then blocked to the other end by Anunoby. And the Knicks feeling momentum as Wembanyama deflects the pass ahead to Bridges out of bounds. And Victor clapping his hands, trying to get his team fired up here early in the third.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about decisions on the offensive the floor. Julian's trying to take that ball up against a taller defender, and his teammates are barely crossing half court. That's when you pull back out and run some offense.
Inbounded to Towns, down to the baseline. Backing it in on Victor. Towns, 14 to shoot. Went swept up, lost the ball on the way up. Turnover Knicks. That's their 8th. Back the other way. Castle blocked again, this time by Hart. And then Champagny of the reach-in foul on Jalen Brunson. Going to be his first. And the first foul against the Spurs. And that is the 5th block for the Knicks in this game.
And I had several coaches throughout my career, Lou Olson being the first, Greg Popovich being the last, talking about playing off of 2 feet. Get 2 feet underneath you, go up strongly. You go off 1 foot, that opens up the defense for a block.
61-54, Knicks by 7. 2 minutes gone by third quarter. Bounce pass on the right side is Josh Hart. Squares up now, guarded by Wembanyama. Hart between his legs, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson into the double team, back to Josh Hart, rising right wing 3. That's no good. Again, that's a winning possession right there.
Exactly.
When it ends up with Josh Hart taking a 3. Now the Spurs got to capitalize on this end. De'Aaron Fox up top. Passes off to Wembanyama. His right wing 3, no good. And the rebound tracked down by Hart down to the baseline. His 4th rebound of the game. Back the other way is Brunson. Left wing 3 over Victor, good. Jalen Brunson's 2nd 3 of the game. 13, timeout Mitch Johnson. As the Knicks have their first double-digit lead of the game. 64-54, 9:20 to go third quarter.
And that's why I said it's imperative the first 2 or 3 minutes to get your confidence back. But that means making smart decisions with the basketball and also smart decisions on the defensive end of the floor. We saw a few rush shots here with no offensive players there for the offensive rebound. The Knicks continue to turn up the volume on the defensive end of the floor, and they have great leadership on the offensive end.
9:20 to go, third quarter. Spurs Radio. Game 2 of the NBA Finals continues in a moment.
Welcome to basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball in its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals continue on ABC.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
It's playoffs time, San Antonio, when every moment matters and there's no room for hesitation.
And when it's time to make your next move, Hill Country Honda is ready to deliver.
Shop online or on the showroom floor and find the perfect new Honda built for performance, reliability, and value.
You'll also find a deep lineup of certified Hondas and quality used vehicles.
Plus, Hill Country Honda pays top dollar for every trade.
Too much to offer, not enough time. Don't wait for the buzzer.
Visit HillCountryHonda.com and get more on 1604 at Hill Country Honda.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Knicks with an 8-2 push out of the gate to start the second half. They've pushed their lead to 10, 64-54. And in these playoffs, the Knicks are 12-1 when leading by 10 or more in a game so far. Sean, you know, the Knicks, they tied your 99 Spurs with their win the other night with the second longest winning streak in playoff history, picking up their 12th straight win. And over the course of this 12-game winning streak, they've shot the ball 52%, 40% from beyond the arc. But in these first two games, it hasn't really been the Knicks' offense that has won this game. It's been their defensive play here that has really put the Spurs, you know, with their backs against the wall.
They've come in with a great game plan. They've been physical with our guys. They've done a great job communicating on that end of the floor, and they're just showing a lot of veteran leadership on the defensive end down.
This core that's making its second run into the NBA playoffs after being eliminated by the Pacers as we get an over and back violation on De'Aaron Fox out of the timeout for the 10th turnover. I was about to say, a core that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year against Indiana. The Pacers behind the magic of Tyrese Halliburton getting to the NBA Finals, and they have certainly used those lessons from a year ago here in this run they're currently on right now.
Yeah, sometimes you got to go through a little bit of pain to see the glory.
Brunson inbound, just gets it into Towns before the 5-second violation. Back to Brunson. Brunson, the double team, looking for Towns, deflected by Castle, regains his dribble. Brunson inside, tried to whip it over to Hart, picked off by Wembanyama. Quickly ahead to Fox, right wing. Fox into the paint, he's fouled as he puts it up, he puts it in! Count the basket and the foul for De'Aaron Fox.
Our guys desperately needed that one there. Right now they're kind of walking around, their body language. It's got a little defeated right now. They need a few big plays to pump themselves back up.
Fox has got a team high 14 points. Josh Hart picked up his fourth foul, second team foul, and a big bounce back game for De'Aaron. It was 3 of 13 in game one, finishing with 7 points in 38 minutes. And tonight, 6 of 10 from the field, 14 points in his 19 minutes. He completes the three-point play. Back to a 7-point game. Spurs very much in this game. Got to play like it. 64-57. Brunson, right side. Castle all over him. Brunson going to fend off Castle. Shot clock at 10 between his legs, behind his back. Left hand waist-high dribble. 6 to shoot. Brunson looking. Spots Shaman. Free throw line. Right side. Out of his hands to Bridges. Right wing three's good. And again, just before the shot clock expires, and it's Bridges' night tonight. 14 points, 4 for 4 from downtown.
Yeah, they're looking extremely comfortable, even when we're applying a lot of pressure on the defensive end of the floor.
Wembanyama into the hands of De'Aaron. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Victor coming to set the screen. Fox with Wembanyama rolling. Fox up fake. Fox picks it up, and Fox waited too long as it turned into a Victor Wembanyama offensive foul, bullying through his man.
I'd like to see De'Aaron Fox come off that one and just let it fly. He had all kinds of space there.
Pushed off on Mikal Bridges. 11 turnovers. First foul on Victor Wembanyama. 3 turnovers on the Spurs this quarter. 9 over the last 2. 4 minutes gone by, third quarter, 10-point game. Brunson, half court, guarded by Champagnie. Waist-high right-hand dribble between his legs. Brunson with 7, with 6. Brunson out top. Brunson looking, spotting Shaman, pocket pass, kick out. Towns with 2, with 1. Oh, he traveled, kicks it back to Shaman, didn't get it off in time. And kind of an empty, unusual possession for the Knicks right there.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns had a wide open 3-ball. The way he's played tonight, I'm shocked that he didn't just let that one go. He likes to put it on the floor, you get a shot clock violation.
Maybe that turns the fortunes for the Spurs. 10 turnovers on the Knicks. Castle attacking through the teeth of the defense. So Wembanyama slams it down. The trailer, Victor, and that, as you would often say, might be worth more than two.
Yeah, it might be. It might be just what our guys needed. A big pick-me-up play.
Wembanyama now in double figs with 11. 67-59. 7:19 to go, third quarter. Brunson guarded by Champagnie. Left wing spinning. Shot clock at 8. Brunson left elbow. Brunson with 6, with 5. The double comes off to Shamet. Left corner 3. Good.
Yeah, if you're going to be Steph Castle, you're going to come out there and gamble trying to get that steal. You've got to get it. Otherwise, you leave Shamet wide open by himself in the corner.
First 3 of the night for him. He's got 7. The lead is 11. Fox up top between his legs. Bounce past Champagnie. Looking into the corner. Vassell. His corner 3. No good. Rebound tipped up and in by Wembanyama. 13 for Victor. 70-61. Bridges tied up and fouled by De'Aaron Fox. Dylan Harper, Keldon Johnson checking into the game here as Fox and Julian Champagnie will check out. First foul on De'Aaron. And Castle with 3 fouls and Harper with 3 fouls. Brunson will inbound to the far side. 9-point lead for the Knicks, 6:38 to go, second quarter. Or third quarter, beg your pardon. Towns attacking, bouncing right off Champagnie, puts it off the window and in. Or Castle, beg your pardon, there underneath.
Not a lot he could do there. It was a good screen there from Jalen Brunson to free up Towns against Castle underneath.
Castle, the high-low pass, somehow came off the rim, back to Victor, puts it up, no good. And a late whistle foul called by Tony Brothers across the floor. And that'll get Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. Third foul on Karl Anthony Towns. The Knicks bench was applauding Tony Brothers on the baseline over there.
That's wrong.
As Tony Brothers has a word with Jalen Brunson. And Victor Wembanyama back to the line where he's 3 of 5 here tonight. Victor Wembanyama already 6 points and much more aggressive here in this third quarter. First free throw is good. He only took 4 shots, Sean, in the first half, and he's already taken 4 shots here in the third.
No, I needed more shots. I needed more attempts. And I needed his teammates to look for him a lot more, be demonstrative about it.
One more free throw coming for Wemby, who's got 14. 3 Spurs in double figs tonight. 4 Knicks in double figures, led by Towns, who's knocking on the door of yet another double-double with 21 points and 9 rebounds. 72-62, nearly halfway through the third. Wembanyama, 1 of 2 at the line. The third one he's missed at the line tonight, and the Spurs have missed 6 as a team. Back the other way, Bridges spots Towns. Up fake pass Castle, picks back up the dribble. Looking, lost it, gets it back. Hands it off now here. Bridges, high-low, back to Towns, underneath grab by Castle. That'll be 4 on Steph.
Oh, they called the offensive foul.
They did call the offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. 4 fouls on Towns. 11 turnovers on the Knicks.
This guy caught hooking the arm there of Steph Castle. If he doesn't, he gets himself an easy layup.
Karl Anthony Towns, the 4 fouls, goes out. That's the one area where he can get himself in trouble, is foul trouble. And he's prone to doing that. Castle spotting Dylan Harper. Harper jab step, left wing 3, no good. Rebound zipped up. Keldon Johnson, man rebound, lays it back up and in. The big body coming through. First points of the game.
That's where he made his living during the regular season, just imposing his will in the paint. Excellent job. Gets like 2 defenders down there in the low block.
72-64. 8-point game. Brunson spins past Castle. Oh, behind his back, nearly lost the ball off his leg. Recovers here. Brunson attacking in the paint, puts it off the glass, around, no good. Castle with a rebound, will take it the other way. Cross court, Keldon Johnson quickly ahead, D. Harp, right side. Back up top, Johnson, left wing, Castle. 3 ball on the way, got it. Keldon Johnson. Spurs back to within 5, 72-67. Castle, 4th Spur double figs with 10.
Our guys starting to get their confidence back and getting the crowd back in the ball game.
Bridges makes a move past Harper, bounce pass into Brunson's hands in the corner. Baseline, puts it up off the glass. No, gets his own rebound with a miss on the second attempt. Keldon saves the rebound from going out of bounds. Here come the Spurs. Castle, left wing. Wembanyama! Oh, he missed the one-hand dunk on the line.
Oh, that brought the house down.
Brunson back the other way. Got to get back on defense. Bridges gets a wide open baseline jumper.
4-point swing there. Missed that easy lob. Would have been a game changer possibly. Mikal Bridges gets an easy look along the baseline coming back the opposite direction.
Bridges has 16. Here's Castle in the paint. Scoops it up, blocked by Robinson. Just too much individualism inside the paint here at times for the Spurs.
No question. You're reading my mind.
Brunson with the ball up top, 12 to shoot. Guarded by Wembanyama. Down to 8, down to 7. Here comes the double with Castle. Out of Brunson's hands to Shamet. Shamet moving to the foul line. Pull-up jumper, no good. Spurs win a possession there. Giselle rips down the rebound. Under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Lead is 7. Wembanyama up top. Ooh, nearly lost it. Gets it back, pulls the trigger. 3-ball, wee-wee! Victor Wembanyama, 17-9 here in the quarter. Make it 10 rather in the quarter. Spurs down by 4. Anunoby attacking, lays it up left hand for 2.
Again, controlled aggression on the defense end of the floor. You go for a steal and you gamble, it takes you out of position.
Well for Anunoby, 76-70, Knicks by 6. Castle, nice move as he splits past Brunson, lays it up and in. Timeout, Mike Brown and the Knicks. Spurs starting to find some opportunities on offense here, starting to break down that Knicks defense.
Yeah, and it starts with Victor Wembanyama. Has been a lot more aggressive. Our guys have played through him. You attempt a couple lobs. You keep the defense off balance to start finding better looks.
Spurs are right back in it. 3:19 to go, third quarter. Knicks on top, 76-72. This is Spurs Radio.
Have you thought about how your family would be protected if the unexpected happened? Life insurance can help provide financial security for the people who matter most, help cover expenses, protect loved ones, and bring peace of mind. At AHIA, our agents can help you find the life insurance coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't wait. Call 210-210-AHIA. That's 210-210-AHIA or visit ahiabenefits.com to learn more today.
In the playoffs, every move matters. That's why the San Antonio Spurs trust UT Health San Antonio, their official sports medicine partner, to keep them in the game. It's the same level of care available to you. From sports injuries to joint replacement, our nationally recognized physicians combine experience with research-driven care to help you get back to what matters most. Get the care trusted by the Spurs. Find a UT Health San Antonio physician at everythingittakes.org.
50 years of Rush 50-something tour, September 23rd and 25th, Frost Bank Center. Tickets are on sale now at rush.com. Legends don't stop. They evolve. Rush.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
The playoffs are here. The official gear's on sale now. Get game ready with exclusive Spurs playoff merch. Available at both fan shop locations, playoff pop-up, and online. Go to spurs.com/playoffs, the location and the collection, and go Spurs go. 20 up here in this third quarter. And once again, a 4-point game, 76-72. Knicks with the lead. Dan Weiss, Sean Elliott with you here at a rockin' Frost Bank Center tonight in a pivotal game number 2. And you can start to believe that the Spurs feeling that urgency as this third quarter has gone along here.
Good response there because it got punched in the mouth to start off the third quarter. It looked like they lost their confidence a little bit, but they come back to make a couple big shots, big plays on the defensive end of the floor. They get themselves right back in it, and you can see their confidence growing right before our very eyes.
Look at the Bet365 stats here in this third quarter. Spurs shooting 44%. Remember, they shot 65% in the first quarter of this game. They're down to 34% from beyond the arc, 8 of 23. And again, though, they have out-rebounded the Knicks tonight, 31-28, doing a good job in that department. 4 in double figures led by now 17 from Victor Wembanyama, 10 in the quarter, 15 for De'Aaron Fox, 12 for Stephon Castle, and 11 for Devin Vassell. Knicks shooting 45%, but they are shooting 12 of 26 from downtown, 46%. They too 4 in double figures, led by 21 points and 9 rebounds for Karl Anthony Towns. Out of the timeout, Spurs with Castle, Cornette, Champagnie, Dylan Harper, and Keldon Johnson on the floor. Johnson on the deck comes up with a steal and ahead to Castle. Great hustle by Keldon. Castle whips it over to D. Harp, right wing, guarded by Bridges. Shake and bake, backs it in. D. Harp over to Cornette, lobs it out to Johnson. Plenty of time, 10 to shoot. Castle, the screen from Cornette. Castle switched on to Robinson, 3 on the way, in and out. Rebound Landry Shamet. Spurs are now 8 of 24 from downtown, 33%. Shamet right side. Looking. He's looking for Deuce McBride here. 10 on the shot clock. Gets it into McBride's hands. Guarded by Johnson. Down to 6. McBride bouncing off of Johnson. Right elbow jumper is good. Deuce McBride. First points of the game for him.
Phil really made something out of nothing there. It looked like it was a wasted possession there by the Knicks. Deuce McBride with a little step back. Got physical on that jumper as well.
78-72, Knicks by 6. Champagnie whips it back to Castle, right side, between his legs with a crossover over Shamet, puts it up around, no good. Rebound taken down by Bridges. Bridges will come the other way, 2 minutes remaining, third quarter. Bridges and nearly coughed it up into the hands of McBride, back to Bridges, weaves to the foul line, pull-up jumper is good. Mikal Bridges, 18, he goes from 9 in game 1 to 18 in game 2.
He's been a thorn on our side for a while now.
In Christmas Day game a couple years ago at MSG. Keldon Johnson turning the corner, takes it strong, lays it up, no, but a foul. And a foul on Mitchell Robinson will put Keldon Johnson to the free throw line. And Robinson picks up his second.
It's about 3 or 4 of those tonight where we have and ones where we just got to finish off the play.
They'll send Keldon Johnson to the free throw line. A minute 35 remaining here in this third quarter. It's interesting, earlier in the first half when the Spurs were employing the Hacker Robinson tactics as Johnson misses the first free throw. I often was just wondering if it was just to get Victor Wembanyama a little bit more rest on the bench, just to slow up the game, add a few more minutes, because he's going to need everything going into the fourth quarter.
I mean, that's certainly you can think that way, and it certainly helped him get a little bit more rest, extending the game.
Keldon splits a pair. Spurs back to within 7, 80-73. Wembanyama's back into the game. Cornette going out. Alvarado, left side. Here's Bridges. 1:25 to go here in the third. Bridges attacking. Nearly lost it. Gets it back. Spins on Champagnie. Fall-away jumper at the foul line is good again. And Mikal Bridges is 8 of 9 from the field. He's shooting 58% in these playoffs from the field.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys. He gets it going. We saw what happened, like you talked about Christmas Day a few years back.
Harper, dangerous cross-court pass, lands though over to Fox. 8 to shoot, minute to go. Johnson pulls the trigger. Left wing 3 is short. Rebound Alvarado. Knicks back up by 9 with the basketball. Left side is Deuce McBride. Back to Alvarado. Wembanyama with the task of guarding the shifty and speedy Jose Alvarado.
He's playing on the right way right now, spacing him by about 8 feet.
Into the left corner, 3 for Shamet. Overshot it. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Dylan Harper. And it'll stay Knicks basketball. .2 seconds remaining in the third. The Knicks led by as many as 11 in this quarter. Lead is 9 right now. Robinson out top, handing to Bridges. 9 to shoot. High-low back to Robinson with a two-hand jam.
Well executed there. That's exactly what they wanted to do. Mikal Bridges working off that screen. Forces Victor to step up because Bridges has been so hot. He just throws it right over the top to Robinson.
7 for Robinson, matching the largest lead of the game. 11 now for the Knicks. Bounce pass Wembanyama, top of the circle. Up fake. Left elbow jumper. Good over Robinson. Looking a little more comfortable there from the mid-range. Victor now with 19.
I could have easily taken that first one, but I like the results.
84-75. 11 seconds. Shot clock is off. Final possession here of the quarter. Up top with it is Bridges. Right side, Alvarado. 3 on the way. In and out. nearly an offensive rim, and it does. Comes back to Alvarado, lobs it up, and Robinson, man, he had a dunk on a lob,
Yes, he
and
did.
somehow didn't come down with the basketball.
That's when that broken pinky finger maybe comes into play. That would look like an easy catch and layup for him.
Well, the Knicks still win that third quarter by 5 as they take an 84-75 lead to the fourth quarter. 36 minutes down, 12 to play. Spurs Radio, Game 2 of the NBA Finals, and the Frost Bank Center continues in a moment.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Con Spectrum TV no me pierdo ni un partido, porque tengo todas mis aplicaciones favoritas juntas. ¡Golazo! Más TV en vivo y todos los canales de deportes. ¡Se va! ¡Se va! ¡Se fue! Todo en un mismo lugar sin pagar extra. ¡Canasta! Un plan, un precio, un lugar y todos tus deportes. Visita spectrum.com/, toda tu TV para más información.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Severe stomach cramps, trouble breathing, back pain? Don't diagnose yourself. For emergency medical care, leave it to the experts at one of our Methodist Healthcare ER locations. When it's an emergency, count on our trusted care teams and convenient locations. Our ERs offer high-quality emergency care 24/7. Choose emergency medical care wisely. Choose Methodist Healthcare. Find a location near you at sahealth.com/ER.
To the fourth quarter we go. The Knicks win that third, 28-23. Lead it by 9, 84-75. Look at the Bet365 stats through 3 quarters tonight. Spurs shooting 43%, Knicks shooting 46%. So the Knicks are winning the three-point line by 12 in this game. Might be the difference here tonight. Knicks shooting 44% from behind the line. Spurs shooting 32%. Spurs have missed 7 free throws in this game, 15 for 22. 12 turnovers for both teams, as right now the Knicks have reclaimed the rebounding edge, 32-31. 4 Spurs in double figures tonight. Victor Wembanyama, 19 points, 7 boards, 2 blocks, 15 points for De'Aaron Fox. And it's not Jalen Brunson's night tonight. He's 4 of 16 in this game. But Mikal Bridges is 8 of 9 and 4 of 4 from downtown, 20 points and 21 and 9 for Karl Anthony Towns in this game.
Yeah, and they played through Mikal Bridges there a little bit there in the third quarter. When he throws that lob to Mitchell Robinson, shows you just how much confidence Mike Brown and his staff has in him, because he had it going on, forced us to overcommit on the defensive end of the floor, and now he becomes a facilitator or a playmaker. And let's not forget, Jalen Brunson didn't have a good shooting game in game 1, but he made shots down the stretch.
Bridges was a guy that the entire New York fan base wanted benched after game 3 against Atlanta because it was a disappearing act.
That's the New York fan base. I mean, come on, no patience.
He's been massive for them getting to this point, and he's had a big night here tonight. 9-point game. Spurs the ball as we start the fourth. Victor Wembanyama. Jab step to Mitchell Robinson, right of the final logo. Up fake, goes to work. Double teamed, and here's the foul on Robinson on the floor. It'll be his third. First foul comes in the opening possession of the fourth quarter. And if the Spurs can be aggressive, get the Knicks into early foul trouble, get to the foul line. That's how you get back in the game when you're down in the fourth quarter. With the game stopped shooting free throws.
You got to get to the free throw line, but you've got to knock them down.
Victor rolling after knocking off Shamet. Pass underneath Johnson. Power dribble. Goes up. Blocked at the rim. Robinson got him. Mitchell Robinson with his first block of the game. Right side is Deuce McBride. First possession here of the fourth for the Knicks. McBride switching with Alvarado as Brunson rests here to start the fourth. McBride with 5, with 4. Pride turns the corner. Right elbow jumper is up. No good. Rebound tipped up. Offensive rebound, Knicks. Left wing three, Bridges. No good. And another offensive rebound, this one, Alvarado. Shamet a third try. That's good. Three possessions, a killer.
That's exactly what we saw in game one in the fourth quarter. Second and third opportunities.
Timely offensive rebounds. They only had 3 in the first 3 quarters of the game. Castle to Wembanyama, rising, straightaway three, wee-wee! Victor Wembanyama hits the strings, 22.
He's got to touch it pretty much every time down the floor while he's out there, Dan. You've got to utilize him when he's out there playing his minutes.
87-78. 90 seconds gone by here in the fourth. Bridges slips past Vassell, pulls up with the right block, shot no good. Rebound tipped up, and Robinson comes away with it, although stripped out of his hands. Castle took it away. Ahead to Johnson. Left wing down to the block, knocked out of bounds by Shamet. Shamet arguing it went off Johnson's left thigh out of bounds. Knicks taking a look at it. It's going to stay Spurs basketball. Karl Anthony Towns coming off the bench will check back into the game, and so too will Jalen Brunson, who gets a quick breather here. Minute 45 just gone by into the fourth quarter. Towns and Brunson. Here comes Josh Hart back into the game. Robinson will go out. Alvarado will check out as well, too. And you guys need one more to get out of there. Here's Shamet coming out. Nope, now Shamet's going back in. All right, here's Deuce McBride coming out.
Looked like the Knicks might have been stalling there, so they get a little bit more time to look at that replay.
Inbound of Vassell. Back to Castle. Slams it down. Great execution by the Spurs on the inbound play.
Inbound guy is always the most dangerous guy on an underneath out-of-bounds play. Steph Castle just cuts right to the basket. Nice pass from Devin Vassell.
Methodist Healthcare assist, 14 for Castle. 7-point game, 87-80. 2 minutes gone by fourth quarter. To the hands of Towns up top. Spots a wide open, hard block, rejected by Wembanyama. Got back in the play. Here come the Spurs. They throw it away. Brunson, he'll dribble it back out. Shamet up top. Josh Hart to Towns, the trailer. Right side is Brunson.
Well, there's a wasted opportunity there in the open court.
And then a foul on De'Aaron Fox.
You know, Dan, you've listened to me long enough. I hate cross-court passes in the backcourt. They're ripe for the picking.
You know, extracurriculars after the fact between De'Aaron Fox and Jalen Brunson, especially after what looked like would be a massive momentum-changing block by Victor Wembanyama. You just cannot afford those turnovers this stage of the game. I don't think this whole building has sat down the whole night, Sean.
I don't think so. Everybody's charged up.
I don't know if I've heard this building ever louder than it's been. Inbounded here to Bridges. 7-point game, 2.5 gone by fourth quarter. Brunson right side, pocket pass Bridges. Left wing Shamet, 3-ball on the way, short. Another offensive rebound. Brunson dials up a right wing three. That's no good. And Devin Vassell finally digs it out. And they got 4 offensive rebounds in the quarter. Harper takes it strong, lays it up and in. 8 points for Harper.
He's able to knife between 2 defenders without changing pace in the open court. What a play.
5-point game. Bridges. Shot clock at 10. Bridges moves to his right. Drifts away from Wembanyama. Baseline jumper, no good. Weak side rebound, Castle. Steph will go the other way with it. Towns picks him up in the front court. Victor roll into the bucket. He gets tagged by both Brunson and Shamet. Inside to Victor, lobs it up, no good.
That's one where you can afford to come down with it. That's a smaller defender. Don't have to rush that shot.
That pass to Shamet now to the left side. Shamet will get it back of the wing, back out to Brunson. 5-point game, 3.5 gone by fourth quarter. Brunson. Push off there on Castle, got away with it. Left side, Towns into the corner. Shamet, 3-ball is good. Landry Shamet drains his third 3 of the game, 13 points and a timeout. Mitch Johnson. And that is the Knicks' 14th 3 of the night. They push the lead back to 8.
They've just had a response or an answer to everything that we're trying to do. We make a big play, we turn the ball over. Make a big shot, they come back and answer with another big shot of their own.
8:18 to go, third quarter, as we take into the SWBC timeout. Spurs down by 8. Spurs Radio, Game 2 of the NBA Finals continues in a moment.
Are you a current or former military service member, first responder, or government employee? The Spurs would like to honor your service by offering you up to 25% off tickets to select playoff home games this postseason. To get your exclusive discount, simply verify your eligibility online with Spurs partner GovX. Registration is fast, easy, and totally free. Visit govx.com, that's govx.com, or go to spurs.com/salute to learn more. Thank you for serving our country and communities. See you at the arena.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Most of the jewelry sold in the U.S. is made in India or China. At America's Diamond, we design and create our jewelry right here in San Antonio, and the difference in quality is amazing. Most jewelers stock a couple of diamonds over 1 carat and a handful of diamond engagement rings. At America's Diamond, we stock more than 800 diamonds over 1 carat and 3,000 diamond engagement ring styles. Quality for quality, we guarantee that the everyday America's Diamond price is lower than any jewelry store's very best sale price, or we'll refund the difference plus 25%. America's Diamond is locally owned, and all 45 of us live here in San Antonio with our families. The America's Diamond Circle of Support charitable program has raised more than $1 million for San Antonio's schools, churches, and charities. America's Diamond is the official jeweler of the University of Texas at San Antonio Athletics, the San Antonio Spurs, and Mission Baseball. See our television program tonight and every night on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. Call 561-1000.
8:18 to go in the ball game. Spurs down by 8, 90-82. And the Knicks, who made 15 or more three-pointers in each of the 3 meetings against the Spurs this year. And although they shot just 30%, 11-36 in game 1, Sean, they were shooting 40% coming into this series in the playoffs, and it's been a big weapon for them here tonight.
Well, Landry Shamet was on a certifiable heater coming into this series, and he's the one guy that you can't leave open, but he's done a great job moving without the basketball, and if we make one mistake on that end of the floor, he ends up exploiting it.
Andrew Shamet was a guy who tore his Achilles last year and missed the entire season, and the Knicks kept him on the roster, brought him back, and has been arguably maybe their most valuable player in these playoffs, coming in 4th in three-point percentage at almost 60%. Spurs have been outscored by the Knicks bench 24-12 in this game here tonight. But again, the Spurs have gotten this thing down to 5 a couple of times this quarter. Got to find a way to keep chipping away here. A lot of time remaining in an 8-point game. Out of the timeout, Castle, Harper, Fox, all on the floor together with Victor Wembanyama and Devin Vassell.
And that's what we talked about going into this one. You could play all 3 guards together.
This time they've shared the court here tonight. Here's Fox. Weaves his way through out to D. Harp, left wing, attacking the paint, rushing off his man, puts it up, nobody's fouled, and he'll get to the line for 2 free throws. Second team foul on the Knicks. Fouls on OG Anunoby, his 3rd foul. 4 fouls apiece on Towns and Hart. No Spur has 4 fouls here in the 4th quarter. Dylan Harper to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 8 points, 5 rebounds, couple of assists. 85% in these playoffs from the free throw line. And the first one jiggles out. Spurs have missed 8 free throws tonight, 15 of 23, and surprised that the deficit is 8 right now.
Yep.
One more free throw for Harper. And 1 of 2 at the line as he gets that one to drop in. 9 for Harper, lead is 7, 90-83. 4 minutes gone, 4th quarter. Brunson brings it up on the left wing. Picked up at half court by Castle. Brunson back to the basket, looking to spin. Spins off Castle. Anunoby up top with the basketball. Attacking. Drops it to Shamet. Right corner three on the way. No good this time. Another offensive rebound for the Knicks, but an offensive loose ball foul is called against New York, and if it's on Josh Hart, that's number 5. It's also the third team foul on the Knicks. 7:45 to play. He had his hand on Victor's hand trying to go for that rebound.
Got a little bit of a break there.
So the Spurs will bring it up the floor here. Again, the Knicks at the half in this game had 1 offensive rebound. They've got 6 here already in the second half. 7 for the game has turned into 9 second chance points. Hart is out. McBride is in. Shamet is out of the game. And here comes Castle attacking. Stops in the paint. Castle. Kick out pass, threw it away. Threw it right to Anunoby. Brunson attacking. Brunching off Champagnie. Lays it up and in.
That's when you make a quick decision with the basketball there, Dan. You get that deep in the paint. Go ahead and raise up and shoot that ball instead of turning it over. And you have, again, Jalen Brunson going the opposite direction.
14 turnovers. Brunson, 15 points on a 5 of 18 shooting night. 92-83. Devin Vassell pulls up with a foul. He got fouled across the arm there. Fouls on OG Anunoby. That'll be his 4th foul. And the Spurs shooting free throws the remainder of the game on the next foul. 15 points off of 14 Spurs turnovers here tonight. Harper to inbound. The Castle picked up by Bridges, who came back in. Bridges swipes at it, knocks it across the court. Castle goes to pick it up. Using the Wembanyama screen. Victor rolling. Castle brushing off Bridges. Shot is up, no good. He was looking for the foul. He lands on that left ankle. And he hustles back in the play. Towns to the right corner. Anunoby for 3. In and out. Castle hobbling. Couldn't bring down the rebound. McBride left wing 3. Good. Timeout, Mitch Johnson. Knicks, their largest lead of the night. 12, 95, 83. 6:45 to go in the ball game. Another three-pointer off another offensive rebound. Step aside with the SWBC timeout. Spurs Radio. Game 2 of the NBA Finals continues in a moment.
And the crowd goes wild for the home team. Could your credit score use a home court advantage? Self has tools that can give you an edge on your credit building journey. Make your credit feel right at home with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
Live to back the silver and black? Become a member of the official Spurs fan club. Refreshed with the power of NBA ID. Lock in with 1 login for 2 times the benefits from the Spurs and NBA straight to your inbox, text, and app. Score early access, exclusive giveaways, member-only contests and promotions, partner offers, and more. To join, visit spurs.com/fan club. Season presented by HEB.
At SWBC, we believe financial success hinges on teamwork. We've built a legacy on it, partnering with businesses across Texas to help Texans achieve their financial goals. With a comprehensive suite of personal and commercial services, we're here to support whatever journey you're on. From expert property tax services and HR solutions to protecting your future with insurance, investment strategies, and succession planning, we've got you covered. Because great things happen when we move forward together. SWBC, a proud sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs.
Get used to hearing this, because with the new Spurs Frost debit card, you're the MVP. Get in on the action with ticket discounts and Frost Club access at home games. Enjoy discounts on Spurs merchandise and the chance to win one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences. Live the full Superfan experience with your new Spurs Frost debit card and Frost checking account. Visit your nearest Frost location or frostbank.com/SpursCard to learn more.
He lines up the shot from way downtown. Don't let low credit make reaching your financial goals feel like a long shot. Self has the tools to help you get the credit you deserve.
He shoots! He scores!
Spur your credit forward with Self, the official credit building app of the San Antonio Spurs.
6:45 to go in the ball game. Knicks on top by 12, 95-83. Take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Spurs Radio.
News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio's breaking news, traffic, and weather.
Take a look at our Ticketmaster upcoming games. Series shifts to New York. Game 3 coming up on Monday, so we'll have 2 days off in between games here. 7:30 start time on Monday night from Madison Square Garden. Carl will get you started with Spurs Radio Game Night beginning at 7. The tip time just after 7:30, and then Game 4 will be on Wednesday night. Also 7:30 start time. If necessary, Game 5 be back here at the Frost Bank Center on Saturday night, a week from tomorrow. Also a 7:30 start time. Right, Sean, you got a lot of time left in this game. 6:45 remaining. You got to dig deep. But, I mean, you have got to value every single possession like your life depends on it.
Yeah, and it's got to be decisive decision-making. We've been very indecisive here on the offensive end of the floor, and the Knicks come down. They're making all the right decisions with the basketball, and they're loose and they're flowing out there, and they just seem like they're undeterred, even when we're applying a lot of pressure.
Spurs out of the timeout. De'Aaron Fox, Evan Vassell, Julian Champagny, Dylan Harper, and Victor Wembanyama. Steph Castle appeared to land on his ankle before the break and was hobbling. Keep an eye on him here as we go forward. Fox gets into the hands of Harper, left side. Watch there by Anunoby. Harper looking. Headed to Wembanyama with a catch now. Victor attacking, brushing off Towns. Puts it off the glass, around, no good. Rolls off the rim. Taken back by Brunson. Victor tonight, 8 of 15, 22 points in the game. Brunson, Wembanyama sagging off him here now. 13 on the shot clock. Off into the left wing, McBride to the corner is Towns. Guarded by Fox here, 8 to shoot. Whips across court, pass Anunoby right side. Jumps past Wembanyama, bouncing off and slams it down.
Well, you see there, Dan, they were methodical, running the clock. They know how to play with a lead.
At the other end, Dylan Harper attacks. He's fouled on his way to the bucket. He'll get a pair of free throws. The Spurs are in the bonus here for the remainder of the half, or the ball game. Foul was on Mikal Bridges. That's his second. Dylan Harper will go to the free throw line. Sean, the Knicks tonight have 27 assists on their 35 made field goals. The Spurs only have 18 assists on their 29 made field goals.
That was pretty much a carbon copy of Game 1. And the fourth quarter's been pretty much a carbon copy where, again, we're not making the right decisions on the offensive end of the floor. The Knicks are making a lot of big shots.
You're going to fight your way back. It's going to start here at the foul line with the clock stopped halfway through the fourth quarter. First free throw, Dylan Harper, is good. Harper is the fifth Spur in double figs tonight. He's got 10 points. One more free throw for Harper. The Spurs tonight as a team are 17 of 25. The most points by a rookie in Spurs single-season postseason history. Now 262 as he sinks the second free throw at 11 points. 97-85. 5:53 to go in the ball game. Got to get stops at this end. Brunson picked up by Fox. Brunson using the Bridges screen, switched on to Wembanyama. Brunson between his legs, crossing up Victor. Brunson with the basketball. Trying to lean underneath Victor, spotting Towns underneath the basket, and blocked from behind by Champagny, and he whips it back to Brunson. It's a shot clock violation.
Excellent job by Victor there just to keep his feet, forcing Brunson to get rid of the basketball at the last second. Throws what we call a grenade underneath the Karl Anthony Towns. Doesn't have any time to deal with that shot.
14 turnovers apiece. Fox straightaway three on the way. Got it! De'Aaron Fox. That's a huge shot there for De'Aaron. 18 points in the game. Second three and a quick timeout by Mike Brown as the Spurs pull back to within 9. 97-88. 5:26 to play. We'll step aside for the SWBC timeout. Spurs Radio. Game 2 of the NBA Finals continues in a moment.
You smell that? Spring. Hibernation's over. It's time to run it. Run it until the grass becomes long and the hedges duck and cover. Then, run it again. Steel, get up to $50 off select AK battery tool sets. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies.
Alienation Tour. Adam Gauthier returns alongside Matt Walsh live October 26th at Frost Bank Center. With special guests, I Prevail and the Funeral Portrait. Get tickets now at livenation.com. 3 days grace in concert.
The Spurs, last 5 here, pulling back to within 9, 97-88. 5:26 to go in the game. Mike Brown calling a quick timeout. Knicks with 3 timeouts remaining. Spurs with 2 timeouts remaining in the game.
Most likely they're going to have to force some turnovers here because the Knicks have done a great job milking the clock here with the lead.
Inbound to Brunson. Spurs putting pressure in the backcourt. Brunson gets it across over to Bridges and will get it back. This is Brunson's time here in the fourth quarter. This is where he was big in game 1 with this 13-point quarter. Brunson trying to get loose, brushing off Champagnie, floats it up over Wembanyama. No, out of bounds. Last touch by Harper. Ball did not hit the rim, so there's 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Exactly the same type of offense they ran in game 1, where they're trying to get the mismatch they want on the perimeter to allow Jalen Brunson to go to work.
Spurs missed an opportunity perhaps to challenge that call. Only a couple seconds left. McBride's got to force his shot. No good. A rebound to the weak side. Vassell. Good job boxing out by Wembanyama, keeping Karl Anthony Towns off the glass. Fox left side. Want to work here on Brunson. Crossing him up. Fox in the paint. Picks up the dribble. Lays it up. Left hand for 2. 7-0 run here for the Spurs. 20 for De'Aaron Fox. And it's a 7-point game.
Beautiful job there from De'Aaron to come through with that little up and under. Gets Jalen Brunson off his feet.
Bridges lets Vassell fly by. Misfires on the right wing 3. And the rebound ripped down by Dylan Harper. Here comes Fox. Spurs to the last 7. Fox going up against Bridges. Fox back out Wembanyama up top. Guarded by Cat. Victor puts it to the floor. Victor trying to sweep through. Jab steps to his left. Lays it off the glass for 2. A 9-0 run. And it's back to 5. And another timeout by New York. And here come the Spurs. 4:17 to play. 97-92. We got a ball game again.
How about that? Victor Wembanyama does a great job keeping his pivot foot. Gets Karl Anthony Towns to overcommit to the pass going out on the floor. Spins back and finds the left side of the glass wide open.
And the Spurs have done a good job of staying home with Brunson. One guy trying to hold him and shadowing over, maybe a late guy coming over to double at the end. But they're forcing him into putting up some tough contested shots here right now.
No question. More attention to detail. Our guys are locked in right now. Got to carry it through for the last 4:17.
Brunson is 5 of 18 from the field in this game. He's got 15 points. Towns hasn't scored in the fourth quarter. Neither has Mikal Bridges. Spurs have outscored the Knicks 17-13 here in this fourth quarter and making a comeback. And ironically, it was the Spurs who had a 14-point lead, albeit that was in the third quarter in game 1. The Knicks came charging back, and here it was the Knicks who just a moment ago had a 14-point lead, their largest of the game, at 97-83. And here come the Spurs charging right back with a 9-0 run.
Both teams struggling to play with a lead, apparently, huh?
Yeah. So the Knicks will have the basketball. Knicks down to 2 timeouts. Spurs 2 timeouts. Both teams with their challenges remaining. We're in clutch time. Second straight clutch game in these finals. Brunson quickly ahead to Bridges. And he'll hand it back off to Jalen Brunson. 9-0 run for the Spurs. Off to Karl Anthony Towns. Left side guarded. And just elbows. Dylan Harper gets to Brunson. Lays it up. No, block. Blocked at the rim. Here comes De'Aaron Fox. Fox in transition between his legs, whips it to Vassell, rising straight away 3, got it! Devin Vassell! It's a 2-point game! 12-0 run, and the place is going crazy! Trapped in the backcourt, Brunson gets it ahead to Towns, and right side to Bridges across the timeline. 3:38 to go. 12-0 run by the Spurs. Brunson out top, 7 to shoot, guarded by Vassell. Moves to his right. Brunson, right wing 3 on the way. No good. Wembanyama with a rebound. 8 points for Wembanyama. De'Aaron Fox shoveling back. Oh, he threw it away. Mikal Bridges will take it. Spurs hustling back. Bridges to Brunson, wide open right wing 3. In and out. Man, did the Spurs dodge a bullet there.
Yes, she did. Now bring the ball back out here. Get a good shot. I love that last play by Devin Vassell trailing the break for the big 3.
Harper, left-hand jumper, good, and we're tied at 97. A 14-0 run, and the Bakers does it for Dylan Harper.
They have no answer for him, Dan.
He's played 29 minutes tonight, been on the floor for most of the fourth quarter. Shamet, right side, 10 to shoot, turns the corner on Fox, cut off on the baseline, regains the dribble. McBride with 4 to shoot, left corner, and out of bounds. They're calling an offensive foul. There. It was OG Anunoby in that left corner, and the Knicks, I think, are going to challenge this. It appears. It's so loud in here, you can't even hear what's going on.
Pandemonium.
And it looks like the Knicks are challenging this call here. Anunoby. Oh, it's
the ruling on the floor is out of bounds to San Antonio. The play has been challenged by New York.
They're looking for a proximate foul on Julian Champagnie. Might have got his hand on OG Anunoby when the shot went up.
That's going to be a tough one there because Anunoby at that moment is taking a Hail Mary shot, trying to get it off before the shot clock expires. That's the last situation. That's not the situation you want to foul. You want to force a contested jumper.
They called it out of bounds. That's what I did. They called it out of bounds against the Knicks there off that shot by Anunoby. But again, they're looking for a proximate foul on Julian Champagnie. And I mean, this is a massive call in a tie game with 2:37 to play.
Well, if you remember, December 31st, our guys came back from 20 down in this building to beat the Knicks.
19 down, yeah.
19 down.
And they were 14 down literally 3 minutes ago. 3+ minutes and a 14-0 run to tie the game at 97. Here's Tony Brothers at the mic.
At the review, there is contact to the arm on the shot. Therefore, this is a proximate foul. The ruling on the floor is overturned. The challenge is successful. New York will be on the line for 3 free throws.
So it's a proximate foul on Julian Champagnie, exactly what we assumed they were looking for on the closeout contest on OG Anunoby. And he'll send Anunoby to the line for 3 free throws here.
That goes back to the old adage, you don't foul jump shooters, especially when they're taking a desperation shot.
Second foul on Julian Champagnie. Anunoby going to the line for the second time tonight. In these playoffs, Anunoby is 85%, 54 for 63. In the regular season, 82%. An excellent free throw shooter. First free throw, in and out and back in.
Well, hit every part of the rim, then the backboard and gets it to fall.
Since the 6-minute mark of the fourth quarter, the Spurs have outscored the Knicks 14-1. Knicks are 0 of 6 and 0 of 4 from down court. Second free throw, good. Josh Hart back into the game for Landry Shamet. Rebounding purposes here. Hart, after 15 rebounds in game 1, has 5 here tonight. Obviously also out there for defense too. Anunoby makes all 3. 17 for him, 197. 2:36 to play. Fox brings the ball up on the right side, using the Wembanyama screen. Between his legs, bump, puts it up, drops to Wembanyama, slams it down.
Unbelievable ball control there from De'Aaron Fox, just to reclaim control of the ball for the easy lob to Victor.
He's grimacing. Almost looks like he might have re-aggravated that ankle sprain there on that play. 199, 2:13 to play. A Methodist Healthcare assist for De'Aaron. Bridges out top, guarded by Vassell. Bridges moving to his right. Bridges bringing it back. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Anunoby's got to put it up. Attacking the basket, lays it up. No. Rebound, tipped up, out of bounds. Last touch by Champagnie. Spurs couldn't secure the rebound, and the Knicks will get a fresh 14 with 1:58 to go, up by 1.
Oh, Julian Champagnie's trying to box out Karl Anthony Towns, giving up a lot of size underneath. It's all you can do to keep Towns from getting an easy putback.
The Spurs may have just gotten a delay of game warning here. Inbounded by Brunson, 14 to shoot. Into Bridges, back to Brunson, lays it up and in. And just like you said a moment ago, the inbounder is always the most dangerous player.
Yes. All he had to do was pass the ball and step in bounds and get an easy layup.
102-99, minute 48 remaining. Fox lobbing it back to Champagny, back to the area to the left court of Vassell. Into Wembanyama, tipped away, able to recover. Victor stepping behind the line, 3 on the way. Overshot it. Josh Hart with a rebound to the outlet of Brunson. 95 seconds to play. 3-point game. Brunson, full head of steam, breaks through the defense, lays it up, he missed the layup.
Wow.
Vassell ahead to Harper. Harper attacking. Right pass, Hart lays it up. Blocked, but a goaltending.
Yep.
Yes, it was. Give the man to my left a whistle. It's a goaltending on Karl Anthony Towns. The bucket good for Dylan Harper, who's got 15.
Great adjustment in this ball game, Dan, by Mitch Johnson to keep Dylan Harper out on the floor in the fourth.
This with Castle out, but likely maybe laboring a bit after landing on his ankle awkwardly, although Castle is getting back up.
The ruling on the floor is goaltending. The play is under review.
They're going to review this because it's under 2 minutes remaining, and so you can review goaltending at this point of the game. So looking to see as they're using the immediate replay, the virtual replay.
After review, the ruling on the floor is confirmed. It's a goaltending violation. The clock will be reset to 1:25.
Yeah, we haven't seen that virtual replay assistant used very often during the regular season, but those are the situations, that ball in the cylinder, basket interference, that's where they use all the virtual replay assistants, and that pays off for the Spurs.
That one was clearly off the glass first.
All right. 102-101, Knicks with the basketball up by 1. Brunson brings it up, lobs it up over to Bridges. Right side, 17 to shoot. Guarded by Dylan Harper. Bridges, jab step, moving to his left, guarded by Champagny. Bridges between his legs, 7 to shoot. Bridges with 6, with 5, using the Anunoby screen, attacking. Drops it off underneath, turned it over. Taken away by Harper. Driving right to Anunoby. Picks up the dribble, cut off. To Wembanyama, rising, lays it up, lays it in. Count the basket and the foul. And the Spurs reclaim the lead. 103-102, 57.3 remaining.
Vintage Dylan Harper there. Picks up the ball, he never panics. Waits for Victor to get back into play. The big guy stays in it, continues to run the floor, trailing the break, and brings his best George Gervin finger roll from near the free throw line.
It is a 20-5 run for the Spurs, who were down 97-83 in this game. And Victor Wembanyama, 28 points. With a free throw to come to make it 29, and the Spurs by 2 with under a minute to go. 104-102, 53 seconds remaining. Brunson in the backcourt, gets past Dylan Harper between his legs, matched up by Champagny. Spurs have a foul to give. Brunson attacking in the paint, fall away jumper, good. Jalen Brunson, captain clutch, 19 points, ties the game at 104. Timeout Spurs.
That's the matchup they've been trying to work. They did that in the fourth quarter of last game. Jalen Brunson comes off, wants to go to work against Julian Champagny, gets deep in the paint, and somehow makes an impossible shot again.
39.3 seconds remaining. Spurs 1 timeout remaining. Knicks 2 timeouts remaining. But I mean, Sean, the defense getting stops and the decision making by the Spurs on the offensive end is the key right now on this 21-7 run that has gotten the Spurs back to even here with the Knicks.
We've had a couple of huge plays trailing the break. We had that Victor Wembanyama three-point play. Devin Vassell hits a big 3 trailing the break. Again, when our guys are patient, make the right decisions with the basketball, you're going to get a good look.
Outscoring the Knicks 29-20 here in the fourth quarter. And have upped their shooting to 48% here for the game. And they've sandwiched 2 really good quarters around 2 substandard quarters by their measure. But thankfully, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That's right. But that teaches you got to play for 48. I mean, you play the second and third quarters like you played this one, you have yourself a comfortable lead.
As Matt Bonner would always shout in my ear, it's a 48-minute game.
Exactly.
Spurs are 11 of 16 from the field in this quarter after a 13 for 20 effort in the first. And here we go. 39.3 seconds. Spurs will inbound in the front court. Tied at 104. Harper will inbound. Champagny, Fox, Devin Vassell, Victor Wembanyama on the floor. Harper to inbound. Looking. Still looking. Gets it into Wembanyama. Victor squaring up on Mitchell Robinson. Jab step. Victor going to work. Fall away jumper over Robinson short. Vassell sky for the rebound, but tipped it into the hands of his teammate Anunoby. And a timeout, Knicks. Spurs were going 2 for 1 to give themselves an opportunity, obviously, at a last possession. I mean, Victor kind of did the same thing in Oklahoma City in Game 1 when he rose for that three. Sometimes you think about that, trying to give yourself one final possession. I mean, he'll have at least 6 seconds on the other side if the Spurs get a stop here.
I don't mind that shot there, Dan. It's your star. He's got a mismatch that you want. Gets a good look at it, just unable to knock it down. And you still have a 7-second difference here, so maybe you get a stop, maybe you get a turnover, and you get the final shot of the game.
Victor Wembanyama here in this second half. You asked for him to be more aggressive, Sean, and he has obliged with 22 points in this second half here tonight.
Exactly. I think somebody probably said something to him at halftime, but it started with him getting some easy shots there. Little putback, maybe a dunk there to start off the third quarter. Then he started raining 3 balls, and then the faucet turned on for him.
He only took 4 shots in the first half. He's taken 16 here in the second half.
A lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Now you need to stop on this end of the floor here in a tie ball game at 104 with 30.3 seconds remaining. Same group out there. Actually, Castle's coming on here for defensive purposes now. And out there with Fox and Dylan Harper. Castle getting back in the game.
Oh, well, you have your 5 strongest defenders out there on the floor right now.
Bridges to inbound. Gets it into the hands of Brunson. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
No silly fouls.
17, and there's the foul to give by Castle on the reach around there. Brunson got by him. 4 fouls on Castle. All right, you got no more fouls to give either way. That's your reset. 1 timeout for either side. And each team still has 1 challenge after the Knicks won their challenge a little bit earlier. 14 on the shot clock. Real 6-second difference. Brunson getting loose. Brunson crossing up Wembanyama. Right elbow jumper. No good. Victor with a rebound. Mitch Johnson says, let's go. He threw it off the back of Castle and a turnover and a foul on the Spurs. Steph Castle had his back to the pass and a costly turnover with under 10 seconds remaining in the ball game. And Wembanyama commits the foul.
That's where youth and experience comes into play. You haven't been in that situation. Mitch not calling timeout. Doesn't want the Knicks to set up their defense. That's where the guards have to come back to the ball.
Brunson at the line for a pair. First one good. 105-104. Knicks take the lead. Josh Hart back in the game. Obviously, the Spurs will call timeout either way here. Brunson with 20 points. Julian Champagny back in the game. Brunson's got 7 of his 20 here in the fourth quarter. Luke Cornett is also into the game for rebounding purposes. Second free throw for Brunson, who's 4 of 4 at the line tonight. He is up and in and out. Cornett fighting for that rebound on the deck, digs it out. Timeout, Spurs. All right, 7.5 seconds remaining in the ball game and a 1-point lead for the Knicks.
Well, Mitch has a bag of tricks. Was under Pop for 8 or 9 years, and Pop had a ton of misdirections. We've seen the same from Mitch Johnson throughout the season. See if they use Victor as a decoy here on this play, or they go to the big guy for the win.
Well, you remember in the game back in March that the Spurs clinched a playoff berth against the Phoenix Suns.
Right.
It was that right elbow fadeaway jumper from about 18 feet away that Victor Wembanyama knocked down with the clock expiring to send the Spurs to their first playoff appearance in 7 seasons. And in a very similar situation, here we are again with the Spurs on the same end of the floor shooting with 7.5 seconds remaining. just foreshadowing here, Sean.
I couldn't ask for any more drama.
And obviously, so much riding on this possession here.
But you don't have a ton of time here, Dan. You want your stars to touch the ball, but you have guys out there that are fearless. De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Victor Wembanyama, all those guys are not afraid. Steph Castle, all 5 guys on the floor right now are not afraid to take the big shot.
Castle will trigger the inbound. Let's see how the Spurs run it. They get De'Aaron Fox the basketball. 6 seconds. Fox screen Wembanyama. Fox back to Victor. Rising right elbow jumper. No good. Rebound. Vassell throws it back up and the game is over. And the New York Knicks pull out a victory as Victor Wembanyama's jumper too strong off the back iron. And the Knicks win it 105-104 to take a 2-0 lead.
You can't ask for a better shot. Victor got a good look at it, just unable to knock it down. Unfortunately, the turnover late in the game and the foul ends up costing you the ball game. But Victor got the look. Well-designed play. I'm proud that he stepped up. He shot it with a lot of confidence. You don't want to short arm those ones. He hits the back iron. Hey, that's the kind of miss you want if you get a miss.
It was clean. It was true from the moment he released it, just a little long as it hits the back iron, comes off, and the Knicks grab a 2-0 lead over the Spurs in this best-of-7 NBA Finals. Sean, it takes 4 games to win it, and even though the Spurs lose here tonight, I think coming back from 14 down the way they did, hopefully is the confidence boost they need going to New York for game number 3.
They continue to learn lessons, and unfortunately, you learned it the hard way tonight that you've got to play the entire ball game. You can't afford to take any time off. And again, I've been saying this all year long, leading into the playoffs. Every possession matters. You can't afford to give the ball away. You can't afford bad shots, and you can't afford poor decision-making or miscommunications on the defensive end of the floor.
So the Knicks take the first 2 games of the NBA Finals here in San Antonio. 105-104 is the final here tonight. We got a lot more coming up on Spurs postgame. Take a look back at our final scoring summaries, stats, highlights, analysis from this one here tonight. Matt Nielsen will join us downstairs outside the Spurs locker room for some closing thoughts. You're rejoined upstairs here by Carl Schoening in the broadcast booth. We'll look ahead to this series.